I'm live. Y'all, it's getting weird. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. It's getting weird out here. It's getting really weird out here. Hi. Hi, Black Butterfly. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? How was everybody's first week of post daylight savings time? You said it feels early. Hi. That's what I just said. I was like, how's everybody doing post daylight savings? Hi, Jules. Hi, KK. Hi, Mel. Hi, Corey. Hi, Vanity. I'm not buffering, am I? Hi, Kakashi Cowboy. Hi, Khadijah. Hola. Hola. Hi, Mistress Cross. Hi, Christiana Way. Yeah, you're early. I literally just started. Hi, Lieutenant Girl. Blue. Or maybe that's Little. Your LT makes me think Lieutenant. Tired. Hi. Hi, Kimberly Frazier. Hi, Saturn. Hi, Kai. Hi, Amara. Hi, Monica. Well, you know, this is my normal live day. I mean, I'm a little bit early, I guess, but not that early. Hi, Chris. The time change is the time change. The time change has me tired. Hi, Warren. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hi, Real Trini. Real Trini said happy Snyder Cut Day. I have not yet watched Snyder Cut. I'm not going to watch it till tomorrow. So we're not discussing it. No spoilers. Don't say anything about it. I don't want to see anything about it. So don't say anything about it. I don't want to see anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want any spoilers. I will be watching it tomorrow. And I'm obviously planning to review it. Hopefully I can review. Oh God, garbage truck. Hopefully I can review it Saturday, depending. But I really want to, you guys know I've been like waiting for years for this movie, literally. So I really want to like take my time, watch it, absorb it, take my notes, take my time so I can really give a good review. So we're not discussing Snyder Cut. But happy Snyder Cut Day. Yes. So happy that it's finally out. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. Please, please, please. My sleep has been real bad. Jules. Hi, Ty. Thank you. Hi, Corey. As a truck driver, yeah. It's messing me up. Thought I was late for an appointment, but it turns out the time just changed. Time change is really hard. Hi, Mr. T3. Still coping with the time change. Not really used to it. Hi, Stefan. Seren, you need to see the Snyder Cut. I'm going to watch it, Owen. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. But I know it's like really, really long. And I want to be able to like really sit down and like take my time with it. And so I knew I probably wouldn't be able to do it today because we live stream. And so tomorrow. I don't know why they released it on a Wednesday night / Thursday. I don't know how they picked this day of March 18th or whatever. I would have thought they would have dropped it on a Friday or a Saturday or something, but I don't know. So I'm going to watch it tomorrow. I'm aiming for a review, hopefully Saturday. Hopefully I'm able to really get a review up Saturday. But you guys know I like to take my time with my reviews, and I'm not going to rush this one. So we'll see. But I am excited. I'm super excited about it. You guys know I love the original Justice League even. I saw it several times. I did review it. So I'm excited. I'm even more excited to be finally getting our fucking movie. I'm waking up way later than I would like. It's raining now where I'm at. Hi, Muffin. Hi, Lady B. Hi, Jay. Hi, Tim. Hi, One Eye. How am I? How am I feeling? I'm really feeling like shit's getting weird. Hi, Olivia. I saw some people bring up some stuff about like this Asian stuff, which I'm going to get to. I'm just going to go through a few more of your comments, which that's like the main reason why I've been feeling like shit's getting weird. It's getting weird. Like, it's getting weird. Hi, Jules. I've never been this rocked by daylight savings time. Like, the fuck is going on? Hi. Yeah, I see it. Can you talk about the Asian BS? Yes. It's raining where you are too, Olivia. Warren, fair enough. Hi, Nicholas. Hi, Daniel. They just told Texas Asians to be aware. Work is dragging. It's raining. Please don't post any spoilers. Hi, One-Eyed. Again, glad I caught alive. This is like a respite from my life now. Thanks, Soren. I just saw what you posted in Random Thoughts and noticed the same. It's like younger folks have gamified humans. Yeah, it's really weird. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that other stuff in a minute. But before I start, I'm going to throw this question out there that you guys can leave comments. You can put in the chat. I feel like younger people, like especially Gen Z and younger, they feel like everybody is like modified. They feel like everybody is modified. I feel like it's like they think that like everybody's getting surgery. They think that like everybody's getting BBLs. They think that like everybody's getting their boobs done. They think that everybody has tweaked their face. They're accusing people of skin bleaching. I feel like there is a lot, like, I feel like a lot of the younger generations do not believe that anyone is natural. Do you guys feel that way? Like, and it's really weird to see people be like, yeah, I know such and such got it. So I noticed, I know you guys are tired of me talking about Beyonce, but like, I noticed a lot of people are accusing Beyonce, for example, of having like her butt done. Now, I do think Beyonce is getting fillers in her face, personally. I don't think that Beyonce's gotten a BBL, though. Like, she has 3 kids. Beyonce always had like a goat body, like a greatest of all time body. And her body got even better after Blue. And then she had like 2 more kids. Like, it's not that far-fetched to think that like her ass and her hips. Beyonce always had hips like plow cow. Like, Beyonce always had some hips. Always. Like, it's not that far-fetched. Now, Beyonce never used to have no titties. You can like go back and look at the Baby Boy video. And it's like bee stings. But it's not that far-fetched to believe that like Beyonce's body changed after she had children, and especially when she always had a body. Like, I mean, like, maybe she did, but it's, like, weird to me that people, like, think, right, when did Beyonce have the time for a BBL? She went on an international tour right after Coachella. I do not think that fucking Beyonce got a BBL. Like, it seems, I feel like Gen Z does not know what, like, how actual bodies develop. They think that like everybody has surgery because like they're presented with like the Kardashians and like all these people that have actually had surgery. But like I don't think that like, I do not think that everyone has surgery. They seem to think that literally they think that like every body is modified. I don't think that every single body has been modified. Like I don't think that every single body has been modified. It seems like it's something that people don't know what regular bodies look like or something. And it also seems like people are not aware of the fact that your body can change. Like, it's really weird to me when I see people bringing up, for example, a picture of Beyonce when she was literally 15. Like, when Beyonce was in Destiny's Child with LaToya and Latavia, she was 15 years old. Being like, look at her body here. She ain't have no titties. She ain't have no ass. Like, had Beyonce even gone through puberty yet at that time? Like, she was a kid at that time. Like, now at 39 years old and 3 children, like, of course her body is not going to look the same as how it did when she was 15. Like, Beyonce was literally 15. Literally 15. Literally, she was 15. It's really weird to see this idea. People seem like they just don't have an idea of, like, how bodies look. Like, it's really weird. I feel like this plays into this idea of like what I've been talking about a lot and thinking about a lot, and like people being out of touch with reality. Like they don't know how people's bodies look in real life and what people think in real life. Like they don't know. Like, so they think that like everybody is modified in a certain way. Like, man, we're really living a dystopian future. Like we're really like, we're there. Like, bitch, we're there. Like, we are there. Cyberpunk, Blade Runner, like, we are there. We're there. Like, we're there. It's really weird. So I'm going to scroll back up. I just wanted to, like, put that out there before I started talking about the other stuff so that I could see some of y'all comments. But yes, with regards to, like, this, like, Asian stuff, I did film a video on this, but I've been having some problems with, like, uploading. which I don't know why. It's really weird. My computer is like on its last legs. As you guys know, I said last week, like I was waiting to get this like stimulus money so I can get a new computer, which we did it, Joe. Like the new computer is coming, which I'm real excited about that. I should be able to do like way more because my computer that I have now just can't handle. It just like can't handle it. So my video, I did film a video on it, but I've tried uploading it several times. It keeps getting stuck in processing. So I'm going to have to like mess around with that, and see if I'm able to finagle that or jerry rig it or something, or I might just have to wait for my new computer to come before I can upload it. We'll see. But with regards to like, all this like Asian shit, not to laugh because like it's really not funny, you know, like people did lose their lives and that is serious. That's not funny. But my first thought is like, oh, like motherfuckers finally got like a little taste of what it's like to be a nigger and now the whole world gotta stop, which is funny to me. Like, oh, motherfuckers like finally got a little taste. Oh, they got a little taste of what it's like to be a nigger and now the world gotta stop. And I just feel like it's really interesting that like the first thing, like, so a white boy goes out and like kills a bunch of Asians. I have a very old video on white male rage, which everyone can feel free to go watch. It's very interesting to me that like white boy enraged goes out and kills a bunch of Asians and people start talking about like, where are Black Americans? What are Black Americans doing? I can tell you what Black Americans are not doing. We are not killing people, and we're also not putting you on our back and carrying you to the promised land, which I have a video on that from 2016. It's called #NotYourMule, because we had to have this exact same conversation. Oh, super chat, thank you. Thank you, Joey. I love your work. They finally got their wake-up call. Which I had to do a video about this in 2015, 2016. I literally feel like it's Groundhog Day and I'm living in a time loop because like something similar happened back then where we had to be like it was like a whole hashtag not your mule. Black Americans are not your mule. It's not the job of Black Americans to put non-Black persons of color and like all these different marginalized groups on our back and like carry them to the promised land. Like, did a whole video on it. And so again, it's like, like all this shit is real cyclical. All these issues are cyclical. We had to have these exact same conversations between 3 and 6 years ago. It's like every 3 to 5 years. It's like a loop. So, you know, I just feel like motherfuckers like they got a little taste of what it's like to be a nigger and they can't handle it. And it's just very interesting seeing this response even because like even this response is like exemplary of like the way that anti-Blackness works, right? There was like a mass shooting in Charleston and like a whole bunch of Black people got killed, right? There was like no executive order signed for Black people. There was not all this, you know, oh, we got to fly the flags at half-mast for fucking Black people. There was no, oh, we need to have a whole national day to talk about. They want to get a whole day to talk about violence against Asians. I'm sorry to keep laughing, but it's like, okay, like you guys see the difference when it's Black people versus when it's Asians or versus when it's non-Black persons of color. You guys see the difference in the response. As I said previously, like our whole movement is not even new. It's been almost 10 years of just this idea of like Black Lives Matter alone. And in that 10 years, which when we first started, we had a quote unquote Black president. Our quote unquote Black president wasn't like, oh, we gotta figure out what's the problem with this violence against Black Americans. No, wasn't none of that. Oh, super chat, thank you. Wasn't none of that. Wasn't no executive order signed. Wasn't no we gotta fly the flags at half-mast. It's been a fight. Like I just said in my This Isn't New video, like it's literally been a fight. It literally wasn't until not even a year ago, 6 months ago with George Floyd that we finally got to start like at least getting the recognition that anti-Black racism even exists after fucking damn near a decade of this current iteration of the movement, because like under Barack Obama we were post-racial and like everything was fine and there was like no such thing as racism and all that stuff. And so it's funny, like it's very funny to me, and it's just like very much indicative of like, you know, the problem is anti-blackness. That's literally the name of the video that I've been trying to upload since yesterday. Like, this is the problem. Like, and even the fact that like other people's protest movements are still rooted in anti-blackness. This idea of like, you know, a white person killed us, so we need the niggers to do something. What? Excuse me? Like, you know, and I fully respect Asians that want to have their own movement, that want to fight, that want to go out, that want to protest. You know, I respect that. Like, do your own thing. But the fact that they always have to constantly like drag Black Americans into it, just in my other video, like you need to keep Black Americans' name out of your mouth and like do your own thing. The fact that, again, like Black Americans have to constantly be dragged into it, like just like Crazy Rich Asians, which I had to do a whole video. People coming out talking about y'all better support Crazy Rich Asians like you did Black Panther. Why do Black Americans don't have to do anything for anybody? We're not required to do anything for anybody. So this whole idea of like we have a requirement to do something is anti-Black. Like, it's anti-Black. It's still rooted in this idea that like Black Americans are supposed to be the slaves of the world, the mules of the world, the slaves of the diaspora, the mules of the diaspora, that we have to do everything for everybody, that we have to use our hypervisibility for everybody. We don't have to do that. And again, we're already seeing a response that Black Americans still to this day, after all these years, have not received. So they still have all this infrastructural power and privilege to get shit done for them that we don't even have. So like, what do you even want from me? What do you even want from us? Like, it's ridiculous. Oh, thank you. Big super chat. Thank you, Myra. Thank you for all that you do for our people. Thank you so much. So I just feel like it's like my name Emmett and I'm not in it. Like, it's not my business. Like, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. I'm not involved. Again, when Black people was going through this exact same thing with mass killings and attacks and a rise in you know, white violence against us, it was a fight to get people to even admit that it was a problem. And we still haven't even received any type of infrastructural support the way that Asians and other minority groups have received, because our problem is anti-Blackness. Period. Asians don't even like Black people. There still has not been any type of cultural, collective, you know, repercussions or accountability for the systemic privilege that Asians have wielded against Black people. They can kill Black people and get away scot-free just like white people. Like, they was beating up fucking Black women in nail salons and beauty supply stores just a few years ago, and wasn't no oh, how do we stop anti-Black hate when Asians was beating up niggas a few years ago. Like, they kill us with impunity, you know? And there's never any understanding of again, like, there's never any understanding of like the shit that had to happen for us to like get here. Like, when you're listening to a program or you're watching the news or something, and they talk about, for example, like, the LA riots and how people targeted Korean businesses, right? And they'll say stuff like, you know, Korean businesses were targeted and burned to the ground. This was a hate crime against Asians. But they don't tell you that before the Korean businesses got targeted, the Korean store owner shot and killed, murdered 15-year-old Latasha Harlins in cold blood, and that the Black American population of Los Angeles was being subjected to fucking anti-Black racism from the Koreans that moved into the neighborhood and like opened up these like racist ass businesses. And that was the reason why the niggas burned the fucking stores down. Like, we don't get that part of the fucking conversation. Like, it's anti-Blackness. And it's wild. Like, how is it that your own protest movement for fucking decades, the protest movement of Asians and like other minority groups it's like all rooted in anti-Blackness. Like, it's literally rooted in anti-Blackness. It's literally rooted. Avant-garde, thank you, super chat. It's literally rooted in anti-Blackness. It's literally rooted in this idea of like, number one, we're not niggers, so we're better. We should get ahead. we should get some more power. We should get some more infrastructure. And number two, and we don't like niggers, and niggers shouldn't be here. So we're suing Yale. We don't want affirmative action. Asian Americans literally, like, they sued Ivy Leagues to get rid of affirmative action because they felt like niggers were stealing their spots in schools, right? So, like, we're suing Yale. We don't want affirmative action. Niggers got to do this, niggers got to do that. It's just like if the whole backbone of your movement is anti-blackness, how can you turn around and ask motherfucking black people for anything? Like, especially, like I said, you just now getting a little taste of what it's like to be a nigger, and the whole world got to stop, and the whole government is bending over backwards for you. Like, you don't even need anything from Black Americans. You just want something because of anti-blackness, which is what I talked about repeatedly in my video that I can't get to upload. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, they picked this day for the Snyder Cut because they don't want to go against Marvel and their shows on Disney Plus. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Hi, Cafe LA. All the flowers to our boo, Ray Fisher, who made this possible. Hi, Senna. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. Hi, Hush 420. This year is weird for me personally and in general. They do it whenever they feel like it. I'm multitasking, so I try my best to pay attention to the conversation. Oh, hi, Prince Girl. How are you? No Justice League talk. No spoilers. I have not seen it. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. No Justice League talk whatsoever. Lighting can make someone lighter, all types of things. People swear everyone is bleaching. The skin bleaching thing is true. They're accusing everybody. Beyonce seemed not to like her hips for a long time, but she was always shaped like a Barbie. I think there's so much access to plastic surgery, and a lot of people feel pressure to look like people on IG, so they think everybody's doing it. Hi, Hush 420. When you have kids, your hips get wider, and she definitely looks like she wears a waist trainer. Wearing a waist trainer is not the same as getting surgery. I never said Beyonce doesn't wear a waist trainer. People talk about, like, I remember there was a rumor also, for example, that, like, Janet Jackson got, like, ribs removed to have, like, a small waist and a big old booty. Demita Jo has always had that donkey booty. Some people naturally have a donkey booty. Like, some people just have it. Like, some people, like, exactly, Vay, like, curvy people do exist. Or you could work out for it, too. Like, Janet's nickname literally used to be Donkey. Brandy got a big old Mississippi booty, too, that she used to hide. If you go back and watch, like, old Moesha and shit, they always used to have something wrapped around Brandy's waist because she got this big old butt that they used to hide. Like... Not everybody's getting their asses done. Some people have big asses. I know, you guys think that, like, everybody is a stick that's getting work done. But, like, some people really are fucking stacked. Like, that's how that body type even became popular. And by some people, I mean black women. Has anyone seen a woman's body before and after a baby? Some people's bodies change drastically. I've seen several women before and after a baby. Like, some women's bodies, like, really change. Women's bodies also change. It's weird to comment on. It's weird that people always make assumptions that people got surgery. Hi, Zafuri. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Krishan. Monica, girl, I got on birth control and boom, hips and titties out of nowhere. Beyonce has always worn corsets when she performs. I believe that Gen Z has been incubated in a world of overt social and physical engineering. They don't understand anything organic. I agree, I totally agree. It's like it's not even possible. They just think that, like, everybody has gotten, like, their asses done and they got ribs and shit removed to have little waists and shit. Like, not everybody's going under the knife. Hi, Corey. Definitely no one knows what real bodies look like anymore. Hi, Mo. As a Gen Z, I don't think everyone has surgery, but I do think that there are more proponents of plastic surgery. Gen Z definitely need to broaden their vision and reality. People have no idea nowadays how bodies go through developmental changes. People have the hardest time separating fantasy from reality. Hi, Alexandra. Beyonce has never, Prince girl, Beyonce has never been thin. When she was slimmer, it was due to extreme diets. It's hard to keep that up once you get older and have chicken. Beyonce herself used to say that she was like one Big Mac away from being like a big girl, and that she used to get up at fucking 3 and 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning and go run. She would go run for a whole hour and then work out, like, and do cardio. Like, Beyonce had like a 3-hour workout routine that included like running to stay skinny and like extreme dieting. Like, she's really never been, she's not a naturally slim girl. They don't even say in real life, they say IRL. I love taking anatomy classes for drawing. It helped me to appreciate all body types, both men and women. I used to be an artist model. I've seen a lot of different body types as well. I'm technically Gen Z. I guess it's so normalized that when people say someone's had surgery, I don't have any negative connotations towards it or even think twice about it. And I think that's fine. Like, I don't mind necessarily that like plastic surgery. I don't think that plastic surgery needs to be taboo. Like, if you want to buy some new titties, whatever. Like, if you want to buy an ass, whatever. I think it's good that plastic surgery is no longer taboo the way that it once was. But it seems like we've gotten to the extreme other direction where they're accusing literally everyone of having plastic surgery. Because it's become so overly normalized that people think that everyone has had it. And they think if somebody says they haven't had it, that they're lying. And it's just like, it is possible that, like, motherfuckers haven't had surgery. Kids like 11, 14 want a body nowadays, even though they're underdeveloped. You shouldn't be getting your body done before you hit puberty. This is why I kind of blame the Kardashians, because Kylie, isn't she the youngest? And she was getting surgery at 14 and 15 years old. And so that, I think that definitely like played a part in it becoming acceptable for people that are under a certain age to get surgery. Hi, Nicole. Oh, we did it, Olivia. We did it, Joe. Hi, Kyrie. How are you? Hi, Deb the Wise. We did it, Joe. Yay, new computer. Oh, it looked like somebody got blocked. Yep. Or deleted. Yeah, definitely don't come on my lives and ask me about things and people that you could do a quick search and find videos on. Absolutely not. Don't do it. I agree. The youngins are confused on what's real in this world, and they be loud and wrong too. Yay! Yeah, the Asians got a taste of what it's like to be black and went ape shit. I never saw this much smoke for the first Black Lives Matter wave. It's all very weird. It's getting weird, Jules. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. We're definitely not killing Asians. Like, what does this have to do with Black Americans? Why is everybody talking about us? Hi, Bambusa. Time Loop Gang. Whoops. Where are the blacks now? Right. With you in spirit. They keep trying to blame Black Americans for anti-Asian racism when white people are the one killing them. It's too much. The car video you made about Asians, I agree that I don't condone or promote Asian or people of color hate or crime, but anti-Blackness is way more effective, and they're also complicit in it. Hi, Naomi. Hi, Basima. Oh, and there's Latu. Thank you. Oh, you made a new account? You got to get a new Discord link, Jules. They flying flags now for the Asians. Wow, special treatment. We see a difference for sure. It's not my problem, but I wish them the best. Exactly, Kyrie. Like, it's not my problem. There's been so much action for Asians immediately. And it's just like Black Americans, like, we still haven't got what we want. We still haven't got what we're pushing for. Like I said, we couldn't even get an acknowledgement that like anti-Black racism was even a problem until like not even a year ago, less than 6 months ago. Like, I always think about Thug Kitchen. Like, I made a video on Thug Kitchen in literally 2014 saying this shit is racist. Like, it's anti-black and it's a problem. And there was so much pushback literally last year, 2020, 6 years after the fact. Now, all of a sudden, they know it's racist. Like, nah, like, people really don't have a problem with anti-blackness. They really don't have a problem with anti-blackness. Like, anti-blackness is fine. But then they try to like really co-opt and like use our language and like use our movements in this certain type of way to like get all this like momentum, get the ball rolling on like, it's all the same kind of racism. So you guys need to like step up for Asians. Whoa, pump your brakes. That's not true. Asians aren't dealing with anti-blackness. Goodbye. I wish them the best, but that's false. I feel like it's objectively false. Every time people say that, I feel and I think in my head like, you're wrong. Like, you're actually incorrect. Like, it's not a matter of opinion or anything. I feel like you're objectively false. It's not the same. Hi, Francesca. Francesca said, where was all this when that white dude shot up the black church? I think this narrative of anti-Asian racism is assisting to legislate them into being a preferred protected class. I mean, there were literally protests all over the world for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, but okay. I mean, I guess you think that George Floyd and Breonna Taylor were the first times that we talked about anti-blackness, which is exactly my point. That we can fucking talk about anti-blackness for years and years and years, and it took motherfuckers almost 10 years. It's been almost 10 years since Trayvon Martin got killed. Have you heard of Trayvon Martin? There wasn't fucking protests all over the world when Trayvon Martin got killed. Are you listening? That's literally my point. We barely got an acknowledgement for fucking George Floyd and Breonna Taylor when we've been talking about this for several years. But here you are on my page thinking you're saying something when you're really not saying anything. And you're about to get what? Blocked. Like, listen up. Don't come on my page with that bullshit because you will get blocked. Like, you're going to get blocked. Like, I've been on this channel for 7 years. So if you come on this channel, talk about some George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, if that's your introduction, thank you for proving my point that niggas have been out here in these streets for a long time and nobody cared until 6 months ago. Literally my point, you fucking dumbass. Fucking idiots. Motherfuckers really disagree and run on my page to be like, Soren, this is why you're absolutely correct. Because I'm a fucking idiot. And I have no fucking perspective. Idiot, block, dumbass. Our black president called us thugs in Baltimore. Like, don't come on my page for that shit. When Trayvon died, they told us to shut our asses up and he was no angel. It's definitely getting weird. Hi, Tiara. They said that Tamir shouldn't have had a gun. He was a small child. It was a toy. Thank you, Black Women Read. The difference in the two reactions is demonstrably worse. Charleston was explicitly and arguably 100% anti-black racial hatred. He had a whole manifesto. He said the niggers are raping our women and they have to go. He literally had a manifesto. Like, no, I'm killing niggers. Like, it's really no question of what I'm doing. I'm killing niggers. Like, the disparity is wild. Shaming Black Americans is a marketing tactic as well. Black Americans are still being treated as workhorses. They get to be tribal 24/7, but then when they want something, it's POC solidarity. It is laughable. The outrage was quick for Asians. Hi, Cherry Man Gaming. It's none of my business. None of my business. Paris. Every single people of color movement that comes up, Black Americans are expected to do literally all the work. Literally. No one is there for us. They have no problem with hate towards us. Every time Asian people are victims of white supremacist violence, they immediately start shading Black people. Like, the problem is anti-Blackness. Like, the problem is anti-Blackness. The problem is anti-Blackness. There's been no reconciliation, no atonement, nothing. Hi, Kaylin. Asians are still taking a case to the Supreme Court right now because they want to stop affirmative action for Black people getting into Harvard. Right, and it's just like, until that is addressed, don't say anything about Black Americans. And if you don't want to address it, never say anything about Black Americans. Do not ever ask, where are the Black Americans coming to help you, when you literally have not addressed anti-Blackness in your own community. Period. And then people try to be like, well, y'all haven't addressed anti-Asian sentiment. We don't have anti-Asian sentiment in the Black community. The anti-Asian sentiment in the Black community is a direct result of anti-Blackness. Like I said, like, again, like they try to frame it like as if during the LA riots, Black people just like randomly attacked Korean-owned businesses and burned them down for no reason. No, Korean businesses were specifically targeted because a Korean woman killed Latasha Harlins in cold blood. And literally a week later was Rodney King. And niggas said, we tired of the shit. We tired of the whites killing us. Fuck them. We tired of the Asians killing us. Fuck y'all. We're tired of the Mexicans killing us, because the Blacks and the Mexican gang wars in LA, also a thing. We're tired of the Mexicans killing us. Fuck them. The problem is anti-Blackness. They still trying to not dance around the problem. They still trying to dance around the problem like, oh, we all got the same enemy and that's a white person. Yeah, white people are the ones that fucking created the shit, absolutely. But literally, aliens could come and take all the white people away tomorrow, literally. Aliens could come and be like, come on, whitey, we taking you to a nice white planet. And the white people will be like, peace, bye, we leaving Earth. Elon Musk and them are trying to get off this fucking rock already as it is, okay? Like, aliens could come and take all the white people away tomorrow. We would still have anti-Blackness. We would still have colorism. We would still have misogyny. We would still have these issues. Stop trying to make it seem like it's all of us against white people. It's everybody against niggers, actually, is the fucking tea. That's the motherfucking tea. I still remember a video of a Black woman being choked out because she was accused of stealing $3 eyelashes from the beauty supply store. Asians don't even want to acknowledge their own anti-Blackness. Why should we help you? No one wants to talk about the cause and effect. These non-Black debacles try to focus on coalition building, but they still mostly require the labor of Black Americans. Slavery, like they really think we are slaves. Hashtag not your mule. Old ass video I did on this exact same topic in 2016. We had to have this exact same conversation about Crazy Rich Asians when Lena Waithe was like, why aren't Black people coming out to support? Every few years we have the exact same conversations. It is exhausting. I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day talking about the same shit over and over. Like, you could go back and like watch my video, hashtag not your mule, on how Black Americans are expected to do everything for everybody. You could watch my video I just put out 2 weeks ago, keep Black American names out your mouth. You can go back and watch my video on colorist capitalist Asians from several years ago. Like, go watch. I'm still trying to upload something on this situation specifically, but like, again, like, this is not new. None of these topics are new. None of these topics are new, which again, why it's funny to have fucking 17-year-olds come on my page talking about, well, everybody was just marching for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. Ha ha ha. Shut the fuck up, fucking idiot. We talking about the ongoing movement and how Black people still haven't got what we're asking for, you child. Stupid. About to make a fucking ban on anybody under the age of 25 on this channel. I'm not gonna do that. Obviously, I have no way of knowing. But it's fucking annoying. Like, shut up. Hi, Sam. Oh, super chat again. Rashida, thank you. They're suing here in New York because they don't want Black children having access to specialized schools. They want to be in our hoods and they hate us. And the reason why is because you guys also realize that there's like all type of fucking government programs for immigrants, and especially East Asian immigrants. Like, there's a reason why so many East Asian immigrants get into like, get into like spas or like nails, laundromats, fucking dry cleaners. It's not just because like Asian people love doing nails or anything like that. It's like, there's all type of like business, like laws for business and like business loans and shit like that you can get if you're an immigrant. But a lot of it is only for like certain types of businesses that you can like get into. But do Black Americans that are from here get shit? No, we do not. They traded the struggle for their white position like other groups. Now they want to come back and use our struggle to lift their community through minority resources. That should be for us. Like, since when have we begged Asians or other people for support when we were protesting and fighting? Ron. Situations like this happen to remind them how they treated Black people. I don't even go to Asian-owned stores. I know it'll be assumed that I'll steal. They'll accuse and harass me about it and potentially harm me based off an assumption. Oh, Prince Girl, thank you. Super chat. Oh, thanks for being you. Thank you. I love this little dancing pear sticker. True. Oh, and I see you guys talking about the body shape and the body type. True, Janet was always thick. She did not get surgery. Serena Williams. I always thought donkey butt was funny sounding. Now, I have no idea why. They said that same thing about Cher removing her ribs too. Hi, Align 10 Men, donkey booty. That's some country grammar. Remind me of my mom. I don't know what else to call it. Like, that's what they call it. Like, she got that donkey. Like, fucking T-Pain. Like, trying to get to you and that booty. Like, that's what they call it. Like Tracy Ross, some people really do get it from their mama. Most Black women have always been thick. We are not getting surgery. Hourglass figures have always existed. Doja Cat is another one. Her body naturally has the look that everyone's trying to get. This reminds me of Kenya versus Phaedra and the donkey booty combo. Hi, Sasha. Kimberly said, I've got a big booty. I used to be very insecure during high school. But once I started turning the heads of guys who couldn't tell me nothing. Yes, One Eye, Gattaca. Yes, Gattaca. I said Blade Runner and Cyberpunk, but you were absolutely right. Gattaca. Like, we're really living in some Gattaca genetic alteration, modified world. Gen Zs are definitely manipulating their bodies before they're even hitting puberty, and they think everyone's doing the same thing. I know you don't watch the Grammys, but how do you feel about Tamir Rice's mom going off on Tamika Mallory? Oh, I totally agree with fucking Tamir Rice's mom. Sorry, you guys know I curse a lot. I'm not telling you be disrespectful for her because I said fuck. But, like, I totally agree with her. Like, so I've done several videos on for-profit activism. There's one literally in the On playlist. That is the name of it. On for-profit activism. You can go look it up. I've done one on faux rebranding, FAUX rebranding. You can go look that one up. I've done one, Can This Woke Wave Crash Already? That's literally the name of it. I've done several videos on, like, for-profit activists that are fake. So I'm actually really glad that somebody, quote-unquote, involved, because, like, Tamir Rice's mom is involved. I'm glad she said something because she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. Like, she's absolutely correct. It's fucking weird. Just like I said in my This Isn't New video, which is funny because my This Isn't New video actually came out before she even made that statement. When I said in my This Isn't New video, I was like, people have forgot that a few years ago when Eric Garner said, I can't breathe, and LeBron and them wore them I can't breathe shirts out on the floor when they were warming up in the NBA a few years ago. They was trying to find them. I think they might have gotten fined. Some of you might remember better than me, but I remember they were like trying to find them. Some of them might have gotten fined. They were trying to like get them fucking let go from the NBA. They were trying to make it a big old thing. Huge thing. Even though Eric Garner being choked to death while he said, I can't breathe, was also videotaped. Same as George Floyd, and people watched it. But now here we are 3, 4, 5 years later, and instead of people getting $100,000 fines and millions of fucking signatures on fucking petitions talking about they need to get fired, we got motherfuckers that's winning Grammys for songs that's called I Can't Breathe. We got motherfuckers that's up there performing at the Scammies fake ass award show. That's why they only had fucking 7, 8 million viewers, because don't nobody give a fuck about them fake ass bought and paid for motherfucking ass awards. Fuck them awards. I have a whole playlist. I Hate Award Shows is the name of the fucking playlist. You can go look it up. Like, they got dead people faces up there. They winning awards for this shit. It's not right. It's not right. Meanwhile, the actual parents and family members of these people that have been murdered by the state, they're not getting no money. They're not getting no nothing. They're homeless. They're living on the streets. Real activists disappearing. All that shit. I'm glad she said something. I'm glad she said something. It's funny because it came out like literally the day after my video. Like, it's not new. She said something and I was like, I totally agree. I 100% support her. If you haven't watched my video, it's not new. It's the one just before this one. So go watch it. That's how I feel about it. I'm glad she said something. I feel like if you're under 18, you should not be getting surgery. There really are 16-year-olds getting their nose done. I'm old enough to remember when plastic surgery, weaves, and big butts were taboo. Those were the days. There's also a difference between normalized and universalized. Let's see. Oh, who's that? Thank you, Witch Sister. I like that name. Super chat. I think letting these kids get surgery is a form of child abuse. You think so, Vanity? Kylie Jenner definitely helped popularize plastic surgery. Hi, Sincere. I wonder if we'll ever get to a medium place, like a solid middle ground, instead of swinging from one extreme to the next. I wonder too, Bambusa. Oh, and you got a new phone. Yay. Oh, and you got a new job. Congratulations, KK. Oh, super chat. Adam, thank you. Super effective. You better fight. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone that's doing super chat. Thank you. People have extreme body dysmorphia and think surgery is the answer. Hi, Vermilion Dynamo. I got a new gaming computer. We did it, Joe. Go, Prince Girl. It's weird being stuck between two generations, millennials and Gen Z. I lean towards being a millennial because I remember analog life and the transition to digital. Black Butterfly. Oh, Tim, I see you. Tim said I'm about to block somebody. Hi, Ori. It's insane that a white guy can kill 8 Asians and everybody looks at niggas like, what? It's too much, Ori. It's really anti-blackness. It's anti-blackness. Where's our 1-800 stop killing black people number? Exactly. Bro, exactly. Like, and we literally had a mass shooting event in Charleston. We literally had like numerous Black Americans that were killed, not even just by police, but by people, private citizens, and like an uptick in like hate crimes. And you had Cop Watch, you had all these like people that even started tracking hate crimes and police brutality and stuff like that because of the amount of Black Americans that were being killed by private citizens, police, the state, all of that. We have yet to get a fucking 1-800 number to report hate crimes against Black Americans. We have yet to receive a day where they talk about something, we're going to fly the flags at half-mast. None of that has occurred for fucking Black Americans because the fucking problem is anti-Blackness. Like, that's our problem. We do not have the same problem as fucking Asians or whoever the fuck else. Like, they keep trying to make it seem like we have the same problem. We don't have the same problem. We don't have the same problem. And our problem is not getting handled. So they can do their thing over there, Asian rights, whatever. We gonna do our thing over here. We don't have the same problem. And keep our name out your mouth. Don't ask us for nothing. We don't even have the same problem. Period. The kitchen makes me mad at least once a day. Ooh, Jules. Oh man. I went through at least a year of like, I was writing emails. I contacted their publisher. I was going to show up at they were going to have a book signing. I was going to show up. They canceled it because it was like too many people speaking out against it saying we was going to come. So they canceled their little book tour. Like, they knew what they were doing was wrong. Everybody knows. Everybody knew, but nobody cares about niggers. That's it. Black people are not attacking Asian people. Their businesses have been in our, oops, sorry, guys. That was me. I hit the wrong button. Totally my bad. Who's that? Kaylin's, thank you. Super chat. Black people are not attacking Asian people. Their businesses have been in our communities for over 50 years. If we're attacking them on a large scale, they could just stay away from us, right? They come to us! They come to us! Niggers are not even fucking allowed in fucking Black communities. Black people are not even allowed in Black communities. They come to us. Like, it's real. Come on now. It's real too much. It's too much. It's too much. This whole false narrative is too much. I remember when I was going to college and I was looking at places and I was looking at rooms. One of them was like, the people that owned the house were like Asian in New York, obviously. And my mother was like, oh no, you can't go to that one because they don't like black people and I won't feel comfortable and I won't feel like you're safe. It's like, it's not, but they come to us and they come to our communities and they open up businesses and they like do all this stuff. But then they'd be like, oh, the black people don't like us. What are you talking about? You don't like us. Get out of here. They have the resources and the capital and the privilege, which you didn't write, CJ, but I'm throwing it in there. They have the infrastructural advantage, which is why they're getting all this stuff immediately because they already have a systemic infrastructural advantage. Stop. People love talk about interracial dating. The number one interracial fucking pairing in the United States is white men and Asian women. Y'all love to go with this like false narrative that it's like black men and white women. That's not true. The number one interracial pairing in the United States is white and Asian. So they need to go talk to Brad. Why y'all run to the niggas? Y'all run to the niggas. Like niggas got to do something for you. No, go talk to Brad, who you're married to. Go ahead. Hi, Cam Powhatan. Or if you're an Asian man that's married to a white woman, go talk to Karen. Don't go run into the niggas. But the reason why they go run into the niggas is because of what? Anti-blackness. The belief that black Americans are their mules, their slaves, that we got to do something for them. That we owe them, even though they don't even like us as a collective, as a culture. They have a problem with us in their culture. Because they have issues with anti-blackness and colorism. Even with all this shit that's going around right now about Asian American hate, right? Out of all the memes and all the pictures and all the everything that y'all have seen right now, how many people have y'all seen talking that have been darker skinned Asians? How many people have y'all seen talking that have been Southeast Asians? The white people could really disappear tomorrow. There would still be a problem with colorism and anti-blackness. Stop these games. Yeah, black Americans barely got an acknowledgement a year ago. Now we're being pushed aside for issues in the Asian community. The government will support everything except black Americans. There's no reciprocity. Black women were getting thrown acetone at them by nail shop workers or assaulted by beauty supply workers. The Asian community was silent. Hi, wishful thinking. I've been on for almost an hour. Block. They literally killed Black Lives Matter protesters and y'all still think we're the same. Jules, it's too much. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. This is all coming to a head. There was so much pushback against Black Lives Matter. So the idea that they could come through with Asian Lives Matter and get full support by, even that is a co-opting of our language. Make up your own hashtag. And I've seen some people being like, no, don't say Asian Lives Matter, say stop Asian hate. But even that, again, the crux of the backbone of like every other marginalized group's movement is anti-blackness. The foundation of every other marginalized group's movement is anti-blackness. Y'all did XYZ for these niggers that aren't even worth it. Fucking lazy ass criminals, fucking bums taking up the spots for us at schools, fucking affirmative action, crackhead welfare babies. All they want to do is come in our shops and steal. Y'all did all this for these fucking niggers that's not even worth shit. What you gonna do for the Asians? That is anti-blackness. The crux of your movement is not a white person fucking killed you. The crux of your movement is y'all did so much for these niggers that are fucking cockroaches. So what are you gonna do for us? Anti-blackness. Even the fact that you have to co-opt our language and piggyback off of our language and our slogans and our platforms and our ideas, everything, it's anti-blackness. Get out of here. White man commits a crime and everybody's like, how can black people be better allies to Asians? And I don't even believe in allies. I have another old ass video called How to Be an Ally, Don't. Don't is in all caps. That's literally the name of the video. How to Be an Ally, Don't. Because then people be like, well, don't you think we should all get together and shouldn't we all be allies? I don't even believe in allies. I literally don't even believe in allies. Like, Niggas don't need no fucking allies, especially not no non-black ones. You know what motherfucking niggas need? Reparations! I don't need no goddamn allies. I don't give a fuck about no fucking ally. Is it crack? I don't want no fucking allies. I don't give a fuck. You're not about to guilt me with that shit. Well, we went out and fucking protested for you. Bitch, I didn't even ask you. I didn't even want your ass there. I didn't even feel comfortable with your non-black ass there. How about you go the fuck home? Get the fuck out of here. They're still trying to paint Black Americans as the face of anti-Asian crime, even though a white man just killed them. They're literally trying to mask the anti-blackness in their communities and force an allyship, the audacity, as if they could play in our faces like that. And you got these prideless black folks writing whole think pieces. Stop, Francesca, stop. Hi, Joshua Wyatt. Oh, and they dipping. They trying to shame Black Americans for leaving the capes off and not being mules. How dare we stick up for ourselves? They don't like it. Josh said, oh, you coming for next like normal. Here for it. If aliens attack, they would say black people sent them. I'm minding my own black business. What goes around comes around. Oh, who's that? Zafuri, thank you. Yes, I'm planning on it. You have my email? Email me. My email's on that about page, Zafuri. Email me. They still do blackface in South Korea and China. They need to stop. Riding the wave of fake outrage over the injustice against black bodies from what happened in 2020. The selective memory in this bitch is wild. Hi, Marcus. Hashtag not your mule. They're always dusting off that one old photo from the 60s of Asians at a Black Panther rally. They love posting that photo. Yes, everybody against niggas. That's the T, One Eye. It really is. Latasha Harlan's murderer is still free. R.I.P. Yes, she is. And she didn't barely get no time. She didn't get no time. She just got community service and a $500 fine. A slap on the wrist. That's what Latasha Harlan's 15-year-old black girl shot in the back of the head. By a Korean shopkeeper over $1.25 juice. What did they do? They had her do a little community service and pay a $500 fine. That's all Latasha Harlan's black life was worth. So they can miss me. Miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with the bullshit. Yup, Jules, slap on the wrist. Black people were being kicked out of hotels in China because of COVID. They need to stop. The fact that we have to have cyclical convos every few years proves people do not fully understand and incorporate intersectionality into their praxis. They definitely don't, Joshua. Motherfuckers just talk because it's like the hot internet topic and then they just be on to the next thing. Like, no, bitch, like some of us really want liberation. Some of us really want liberation. People never want to stay on topic, all about these whataboutisms to divert from the main topic at hand. Black people have always been in solidarity with everyone, but that relationship is not reciprocated. Yeah. You guys know I have a nasal drip. There's a great documentary on YouTube about how the Koreans locked Black American business owners out of the beauty supply industry. Right. That's what I mean when I say that they have systemic infrastructural power and privilege over Black Americans that they flex on us regularly. But then they have issues in their culture with fucking anti-blackness and colorism. But then they get killed by a white person and they want that to become the problem of fucking Black Americans. Like, the math ain't mathin'. How did Black Americans even get thrown in this equation? Like, bitch, subtract me. Like, I'm not in it. Until you're gonna fucking dismantle the systemic and infrastructural privilege that you have over fucking Black Americans that you flex regularly, until you deal with your own anti-blackness and colorism culture in your communities, keep Black America's name out your mouth. Don't call for me. I won't send for you. That could be that. Like, that's it. According to my Southeast Asian friends, East Asians make it hell for everyone else in the Asian diaspora. They don't even want to talk about that. And the crazy thing is, I've seen mostly black people spread information about the Atlanta shooting because it was in Atlanta. Most Asian Americans have been quiet on it because of the association to sex work. Hi Armand. I was literally reading about court cases from back when Asian people weren't allowed to be naturalized, and they had whole court cases trying to convince the government that they should be considered white. Also, please understand and recognize that Asian Americans, just like every other immigrant group in the United States, that's not white, but even them too, has benefited from the Civil Rights Act of the 60s that made it way easier for fucking non-white immigrants to come into the United States. Like, every non-white immigrant in the United States has benefited from the civil rights movement of the 1960s. Because a part of that was like, it was not just we're desegregating schools and we're ending Jim Crow and this, that, and the third. There was also tons of immigration and naturalization laws that were passed as well. Like, Black Americans even made it possible for you to even be here. And we made it possible for white immigrants, like Irish, Italians, and Jews, to become white instead of being othered. Because the litmus for hate in the United States is Black Americans. Like, that's the litmus. Like, that is the standard. Like, it's a hierarchy. It's like, ooh, where are you on this hierarchical scale compared to those Black Americans? We are set up as a permanent underclass in the United States. So until motherfuckers want to deal with that, I don't have nothing for them. I have nothing for them. They could deal with their shit themselves. Not to say that, again, like, not to say that it shouldn't be dealt with, because it should be dealt with, but they shouldn't be asking no Black American for anything. They're really shameless. They should really be ashamed. But motherfuckers is shameless. They have no morals whatsoever. Before they come to Black people, they need to address the colorism. Southeast and Western Asians face a lot. Cambodians, Laos, Filipinos. They need to address that. Hi, Cher. Hi, Lyndon Collin. Badonkadonk, David Banner, and Twister. Yeah, donkey means like that donk, like that ass, that booty. Like, before, like, people been had booty. Like, everybody's not getting BBLs. I know you guys think that everybody's getting their asses done, but there's people that naturally have big butts. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. These other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, we get sprung. Like, that's the 80s right there. Or 90s, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm glad Tamir Rice's mother said something about these activists. The rest of us get shut down when we try to say it. We're called divisive. Again, for people that just got here, if you have not seen my video on for-profit activism, go watch it. Can the woke wave crash already? Go watch it. On faux rebranding, go watch those 3 videos that I made several years ago on this exact same topic. Fake activism. There's also a whole series of videos on Asians and non-Black persons of color, expecting Black Americans to mule for them. This is one of those topics that comes around every few years. They're just like really waiting. Like, they're just waiting. They're just like waiting for the cycle where it comes around and niggas is like, yeah, we're gonna be your little slaves. It's not happening. It's not happening. Yeah, those NBA players got fined for wearing the I Can't Breathe shirts in the NFL too. Like, it's wild. We've been protesting and screaming, stop killing us, for 8 years. But the George Floyd protest during a time when there was nothing else to focus on equals an overnight response. Shut up, little kids. Exactly, Ori. Like, they swear, well, like, George Floyd got killed and you guys got this, like, immediate response. Like, why can't we get some? Oh, my God. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. Cleveland Brown also has shirts, Justice for Tamir Rice. Yup, I did a video about that too, and they all got in trouble. Kyrie, they all got in trouble. Let's see. 10,000 Chinese people protested in NYC because they wanted Officer Peter Lang to get off scot-free for killing Akai Gurley. They said if white officers can kill us and get away with it, they should be able to also. Yeah, I talked about this in my video on Leave Black America's Name Out Your Mouth. I also did a video on it when that happened. It occurred in 2016, I want to say. 2014 or 2016. I did a video on it. On Akai, it's called on Akai Gurley and a Culture of Fear or something like that. Because it was like one of them things where he was like, I feared for my life. It's like, well, you were in a fucking dark hallway with your gun out. Somebody came in on a totally different floor and you just shot. Because you was in a fucking public housing, a project building full of some niggas. So you fucking shot a nigger in the chest. And the Chinese Americans came out by the thousands to say, who the fuck cares about these niggas? We should be able to shoot them in the chest with impunity. I did a video on it. I've literally been in this space for 7 years doing videos on this type of content. Like, cyclical. All these issues. Not new. And they're not going away. Jalen, thank you. Super chat. Oh, I love your Libra scale. Well, your scales of justice. Let me not call them Libra scales. Didn't LeBron James even get the N-word spray painted on his house? And he was told to shut up and dribble when he wore the I Can't Breathe shirt. We didn't forget. Right. And now people's getting money and accolades and shit. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm glad Tamir Rice's mom said something. I remember when the biracial trans model lost her L'Oreal contract a few years back for speaking out against racism. I believe that was back in 2016. And like, and there's still, again, like, there's still been no, like, just like I said, like, none of this is new. And there has still been to this day no accountability for anything that has happened. People are just trying to like move on to the next thing and trying to make it seem like, well, people came out for George Floyd, so you niggas is fine. So it's time to move on. And now we talking about Asians. That's not even how it works. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. They need to bring back them commercials. Like, that's not how the fuck this works. Get the fuck out of here. That's not how this works. They're using their faces for profit and giving the family absolutely nothing, which we've talked about in a different type of way on this channel as well, when we talked about this whole idea of like virality and like going viral and like all that shit does not translate into money. All this like virality and like having your face everywhere, and they put in Breonna Taylor's face everywhere, and they having Breonna Con. Disrespectful. They got her face on these flyers. They got her face on mugs and t-shirts. Her family's not getting anything. Like, this shit is not fucking money or even anything tangible for people. None of this shit matters. Like, people ask me all the time, like, oh, don't I wish I like had like more people following me more. Now I don't need, number one, I don't need no more eyeballs on me than I already have. I already know I have my own FBI agent. Absolutely. Like, motherfuckers forgot when a few years ago the FBI labeled us Black identity extremists. Those of us that talked about anti-Black racism, they literally gave us a name, Black identity extremists. Talk about, like, people do not understand. Like, this has been going on since way before fucking George Floyd. This has been going on since before I was even born. Like, please shut up. Shut the fuck up. Stop fucking talking. Yeah, oh, the stimmies definitely came in, share. Thank you to everybody that's doing super chat. We did it, Joe. Thank you. You have parents of the victims struggling to secure housing, and you have Black Lives Matter organizations sitting on millions. Trying to get to you and that monkey. Amara, that's a jam. Trying to get to you and that donkey. Tamir Rice's mother is angry, and rightfully so. She's grieving her son. He did not get to graduate high school because of a racist. Tamir was 12 years old. He didn't even get to high school. Hi, Nova. Hi, Adrian. I think a lot of Black Gen Z are stuck because culturally we're closer to millennials, but officially we're Gen Z. We were talking about that like last week. Like, what is going to be Gen Z culture? What is Gen Z's culture? What is Gen Z culture? And it seems like everybody comes up with like IG fast fashion, memes, like just internet stuff. I've been wondering where our number is, our Black American number to call. I think society will balance back out. Oh, you're talking about with the surgeries. When these young people getting fillers and stuff start suing these med spas for lying about it metabolizing instead of migrating. I also saw this girl that was talking about, they've been talking a lot about people getting these veneers. They got this mouthful of horse teeth, and underneath they're like shaving down their real teeth. Now they got little shark teeth, like chiclets. Like, them teeth not gonna grow back. Now you're 23 years old, you have no teeth. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of people looking real janky. We're really living in Gattaca for real. It's gonna be a lot of people that are looking janky. Hi, Yami. Thank you so much. You caught alive. Thank you for super chat. We didn't get no hotline. We got Nancy Pelosi kneeling in kente cloth in the Senate chamber, and we were told to be quiet and be grateful. Oh, I was about to be at the motherfucking Thug Kitchen book signing, Jules. I was gonna be there. I was gonna be there. I think folks believe that since we have BET, HBCUs, and NAACP, that we don't need anything else. Racism is over. We now have a site to track and report anti-Black crimes and other anti-Black incidences. You said in this stream. Oh, I see. Merchants of Misery. Never mind. I see that. It's weird, Raise Kratom Girl. Like, it's getting weird. Like, it's really getting weird. That's really why I named it's fucking getting weird. It makes no sense. I feel like our mainstream popular conversation around, like, race and, like, activism in 2021 has gotten to the point where it makes no logical sense. It literally doesn't make sense. It's just, like, people saying whatever. It makes no sense. It's just, which I'm gonna do a video on. I'm gonna do a video on some of the stuff that I have percolating around why shit don't make no sense. I've barely seen any news coverage on anti-Black racism when it comes to renting rooms. Yeah, I've done 2 seasons of The Black Americans, working on a 3rd. So I've driven cross country twice. One of my main concerns, which you guys have heard me say before, is finding shelter where I feel safe as a Black woman, where I feel like, oh, am I gonna be safe? Like, is there gonna be, like, anti-Black racism? Like, when I was doing, like, Airbnb and stuff like that, I would literally go look at their reviews, see if they had some good reviews from some Black people. And if they had some good reviews from some Black people, I'd be like, oh, okay, like, this is on, like, the maybe list. I tried to mostly stay with Black hosts, but if I could not stay with a Black host, I have to at least see somebody that has had Black guests that have reviewed them well. Like, we are not safe anywhere we go. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm really not trying to hear it. We're not safe anywhere we go because our problem is anti-Blackness, which is not their problem. Nobody wants to talk about that. It was a Brad who killed those 8 Asian women, but they still want to talk about Black people. Anti-Blackness. Hi, Ray, Jean. Kyrie, listen, you better speak. Get him. When you get to America, you know you could step on a nigga to get to where you want to go. It's true. It's true. No, they hide the dark Asians because what? Anti-Blackness. All I know is I'm going to be super silent on this one. I am Ray Charles to the bullshit on this one. Like, come on now. Let's see. Remember when Black Tumblr did a call-out post about anti-Blackness and Asian-owned businesses, and Asian Tumblr called us xenophobic for no longer wanting to patronize their businesses? The nerve. Exactly. This is what I mean when I say that, like, the shit that people say don't make no sense. The shit that people say, like, our literal mainstream popular conversation around, like, race, ethnicity, xenophobia, it literally makes no sense. You could be like, well, every single time I go in this Asian business, they follow me around and accuse me of stealing. This is so well known that it's literally a fucking joke. Hurry up and buy. It's a joke in a movie. Like, it's so well known that it's a joke. They follow us around. They accuse us of stealing. They're anti-Black. They don't like Black people. So if you say, like, well, so I'm only going to support Black-owned businesses from now on, they'd be like, oh, that's racist. That's xenophobic. You don't want to patronize, like, why don't you want to come in our business so that we can call you a nigger and accuse you of stealing and shoot you in the back of the head? Wow, you're so xenophobic against Asians. What do you mean you're not going to let us fucking kill you, you fucking nigger? Like, it's a mind fuck. It's a mind fuck to be a Black American. It's a mind fuck to be a Black American. Like, especially right now, like, nothing makes sense. Like, I know. People leave me comments all the time. Somebody left a comment on my Keep Black Americans Name Out of Your Mouth video that said, like, when I saw this video, I literally cried. That's what they left a comment. They were like, because I've been feeling like I'm going crazy. It's a mind fuck right now to be a Black American. So it's like, any Black Americans that's watching this, like, you're not crazy. You guys know I never really say that. Like, you're being gaslit. You're being gaslit. So many people that be like, I don't know why, but like, I feel weird. I feel weird about Peter fucking Gene Hernandez and his music. I feel weird about the way they're talking about all this Asian American stuff. I feel weird. I don't know why. It's because you're being fucking gaslit to hell. That's why. That's why. It's because anti-Blackness is a problem and nobody will say it, but you know that's what it is. Microaggressions, but they're not even micro, they're macro because they're on a huge society-wide scale. They're macroaggressions. If you've never seen my video on microaggressions, which this is a really old one from like 2014, PSA, you don't have to let microaggressions go. It's in the PSA playlist, or that's what it's called if you want to look it up. Oh, and allyship is an illusion. I don't even believe in allies. How to be an ally, don't. Video. Hi, Domino. Hi, Miss Cardio Queen. How are you? Allyship is a performance. Like, we wouldn't need no allies if we had reparations. Like, it's so funny. It's a fucking joke. Don't you want allies? You're gonna need allies. You're gonna need white people and Asians and Latinx and shit on your side if you niggers want to get anywhere. Actually, no. If they gave us our fucking trillions of dollars that was owed to us via reparations, we wouldn't need anything or anybody. You got the game fucked up. Like, actually, I will actually your ass into the ground. You don't want to start with me. I'm an only child. Like, we could go. I'm not going to get tired. Saturn, thank you. I love your Solange avatar. Thank you for super chat. Every time they want to start a movement, they go, y'all did all this for Black Lives Matter, but y'all didn't say anything about this hate crime. And I'm like, this is the first post you've even made about Black Lives Matter. Their first post is to say, why are people giving shit to them niggers? Hi, Star Dagger. Oh, and there's a furry. Email me, Zafari. It's also very telling that they will weaponize their support as soon as we bring this up, which is exactly why I said I don't believe in allies. If you have not seen my video on how I don't believe in allies, please look it up. Like, allyship is not even real, especially if motherfuckers weaponize support. Well, we did this for you, so you need to do this for us. If you're keeping a fucking tally in the back of your head, you're definitely not an ally. You're a fucking narcissist. Like, let's motherfucking start there, you fucking narcissistic piece of shit. If you're gonna fucking help some Black people, it should be because you genuinely want to, not even because you want to get anything in return. So that you're already starting from zero because you're already coming at this from the wrong fucking perspective. And also, again, niggas wouldn't need fucking allies if we got what we were owed. So think about that. Olivia, email me. I think you have before. I'm pretty sure I have it, but you can email me again if you feel like if you feel like I didn't get it. Everyone wants to compare their issues to Black Americans and is tired. Like, we're really the benchmark. Can y'all be original? Allies come and do a photo shoot at a march and think they did something. Anthony, thank you. Super chat, thank you so much. 4 years after the police brutality protests in St. Louis, they are just now giving a settlement to a Black American undercover cop after being assaulted. They haven't even done shit for the Ferguson protester deaths. Yep, to blackface as a queer person. They love Judy Garland, and she was literally a freaking blackfacer, and it's never talked about. The anti-Blackness is alive and always has been. Bye, One Eye. Bye, One Eye. Let's see. Blackness being used for profit ain't nothing new. I'm glad people are calling it out. Music, social justice, creativity. Damn, we working for everybody. Bree, I swear, like, slavery. Like, motherfuckers really think that is our place. Tim, liberation. What a concept. Yup. Yoko Ono, Asian. What does she say? Woman is the nigger of the world. Excuse me? Has that ever been addressed? No. Has her husband John Lennon and the Beatles' theft of the Black American rockers of the 50s, that anti-Blackness and racism, has that been addressed? No! Nothing has been addressed! Nothing has been addressed! Nothing has been addressed! People really think because some motherfuckers came out and took some pictures for George Floyd and they slapped Breonna Taylor's face on a t-shirt that they didn't even give her family no money from. They really think that means that like everything has been addressed and racism is over. And now it's time to move on to the Asian people problems. Like, it's real sick. Like, it's really sick and perverse. Like, we're really even living in a weird, perverse time. Really. Seriously. Oh, I see some people got blocked. Well, block. See some people got blocked. Oh, yeah, I'm just seeing these people that got blocked. No shame at all. The judge in Latasha Harlan's case kept her job too. They didn't even consider Celtics, Latin, Spaniards, not even the French as white and or Anglo-Saxon until Black folks gained their freedom and voting rights. Yeah, like then all of a sudden it was like, oh wait, hold on. Like, wait a second, these niggas. Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot was 1991. Thank you, Ori. I'm Bennett and I ain't in it. Superstar Bella. Exactly. You got a badonkadonk, girl, don't hurt nobody. And how Sean King tried to gaslight Tamir Rice's mom and call her crazy. It's a mess. Hi, Keep Making. It's a mess. Hi, Davey. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Blackwoods. It's a mess. It's a mess. My mom is watching MSNBC and literally they're talking about how the House is having a hearing on anti-Asian violence. Again! But when Dylan Roof shot up a church and killed a bunch of niggas, there was no hearing on anti-Blackness. There was no hearing on anti-Black violence again. When there was fucking all type of spikes in anti-Black violence after Barack Obama got fucking elected, there was no hotline that was set up for fucking Black Americans. Like, there was no flags being flown at half-mast. There was no nothing. We still have not gotten any of those things, and it's been literally almost 10 years since Trayvon Martin. Like, please don't talk to me. Do not talk to me. Do not talk to me. Do not talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. We have not gotten that, Blackwoods. Like I said, they're trying to say since some people came out and took a picture at a George Floyd protest, now we're moving on. Anti-Black racism is done. Like, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. Oh, yeah, I see some people got blocked. You guys said it's getting super weird in the chat. Yeah, I see some people got blocked. I see like 5 people in a row that got blocked. Hold your own balls, Steven. Oh, I see. So what do you suggest Asians do? Nothing. I don't give a fuck. Like, have your own protest? Like, why do you think that Black people need to do anything for you? Why do you think that Black people are your fucking slaves? Like, I don't suggest that Asian people do anything. Why do you need Black people to tell you what to do? It's fucking weird. Hi, Domino. Thank you. Super chat. Missed it last few lives. Glad to be back. Yay. Thank you. Like, I swear, niggas don't be like, this is what we want people, Asians, to do. Like, just, Black people just don't even think that way of like, this is what we want people to do. We fucking go out and do our own thing. It's real weird. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. Exactly the name of this live stream. It's getting fucking weird here. I hate it here. I'd like to leave. Hi, Joel. Seren, when you said that things move in a 3 to 4 year cycle, you never lied. It's really so true. Like, what do we want Asians to do? Do your work and stop expecting Black folks to mule for you? Like, it seems very simple, Kai. Like, it seems very simple. Like, people came out for George Floyd and painted BLM on the street, so shut up now and look over here. Exactly, Ori. You've had an executive order signed just this year to address the violence you're facing. They still want black people to do something for them. It's because like there's really this idea that like black people are slaves. Like we're slaves, we're mules, like that's our place. Like that black Americans are like the bottom of the bottom. Like we're the permanent underclass. And it is our job to literally put everybody on our back and carry them to the promised land, which I know for a fact I said in my old video, hashtag not your mule from 2016. And here we are in 2021 talking about it again. Black identity extremists, Owen. That's exactly what they called us. I remember. The mods are so good. I don't even see the comments. He said, so what do you suggest Asian people do at this point? Like, huh? Right, like protest? Like, you even have a blueprint. You literally even have a blueprint. You can do exactly what black people did if you are so inclined. But no, you want black people to do the work for you because you believe you shouldn't have to do anything and that we are the slaves and that we have to do it because you're better than niggers. Because the whole crux of your movement is what? Anti-blackness! I'm gonna keep saying it. Y'all gonna be mad when I finally get this video to upload. Y'all gonna be mad when I finally get the video. This is the problem to upload because I literally have blanks. I have like blank spaces so that we can all scream at the screen together that the problem is anti-blackness. I just can't get it to upload right now because my computer is on its last legs. It's getting weird, Joe. It's getting weird. There's Marcy. NWA, the rap group, was on the FBI's most wanted list. Like, people do not understand. You never heard of Brianna Khan, Nicole? Don't Google it. Don't Google it. I did not know about this, but I'm disturbed. Yes, I did. London Calling. Yes, I did. MLK was on the FBI most wanted list too. People ask me all the time, do I get upset at people like not agreeing with me or like seeing the light, understanding? And I say all the time, like when Martin Luther King was alive, he had like a 63% public disapproval rating. Like more than 50% of the general public, including black people, did not fuck with MLK. There was a lot of people that felt like MLK was like a troublemaker, like all these civil rights people was like troublemakers. They was like making it harder, making it worse for other black people. They need to just like keep their heads down. I've talked about Zora Neale Hurston. Zora Neale Hurston being highly disliked by other black academics of her time period because they didn't like that she was doing anthropology work with like Black Americans in the South and like writing down the exact dialect and ways that we talked and things we were saying because they felt like the black academics, they felt like, well, we're trying to get our respect from white people. So we need to like talk proper and like talk the Queen's English and like not be doing that country stuff. And we need to like leave the country and like go to the cities. There was this whole idea about assimilation and how we needed to assimilate. And Zora Neale Hurston as an anthropologist was like, no, we need to like preserve our way. And now there's whole dialects and all type of stuff about like Black American Southern culture, especially and roots that we would not know about if it wasn't for Zora Neale Hurston. It would have been totally lost to history. But during her time period, she was hated for that. So I know my history. I know who I am. I know my thoughts. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about it or has to say about it. I don't care. Don't care. Do not care. You guys talking about the teeth. It's awkward, the teeth thing. Gattaca spelled Gattaca. C-Flex run. Veneers are crazy. They absolutely have to shave down their real teeth to fit them. All these young people getting them. Yikes. And you have to replace those teeth like every 10 years. Gen Z culture is memes, sociopathy, plastic surgery, and TikTok. Yes, Thug Racist from Million Dynamo. I did a whole video on Thug Kitchen called Thug Racists. I was so mad about that. So angry. They think people forget or are all new to the movement and don't understand dog whistles and coded language. I'm pretty sure that's what my video on Thug Kitchen was even called. I think it was called Thug Racist and Coded Language, and that one is still there. All my old videos are still there. Yes, Thug Kitchen is run by white people. C-Flex run. Digital blackface. They're not going to have a hotline for attacks against niggas. That shit would never stop ringing. The kitchen is owned by a white man and a white woman. Seren made a video. Yeah, it's called Thug Racists. I thought everybody knew the kitchen was white. It came out and it was like big news because they were hiding it. Gen Z culture is eating Tide Pods and doing stupid challenges. Both of my parents worked in the dental field and are shaking their heads at these horse teeth. You should really only get veneers if you're old. If you can't afford to replace them in 10 years, you're also shit out of luck. It's incredibly hard to find affordable, safe housing as a Black person in NYC. I hate it here. Has the media ever even said anti-Blackness or anti-Black anything? No, motherfuckers love to just say racism. I thought Thug Kitchen was like Black bougies selling the culture. No, it's white people. It's Caucasians. I haven't gone anywhere, but I was planning on using Airbnb for season 3, and I still am. Finding housing in NY is so hard. My roommate just flaked, so now I have to find someone else. Bro, yeah, Vanity. I thought about it for real. I'm keeping track of places I stay. I have a friend who got best smile in high school, and he had veneers then. Saw him last summer, and I'll say upkeep ain't a joke. Hi, Kendrick. We do. Let's see. Asians really don't want to fix their problems because it also removes their privilege. Let's see. Folks stripping the meaning from words, taking our terminology and misusing it, or taking it out of context and conflating issues is a huge problem. Hi, Xavier. There's a definite push to change the narrative. The love and hip hop teeth is a really big thing now, and that shit is weird to me. There have been documentaries talking about how Asians push out Black business owners. Anti-Blackness is a huge issue that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about it. Didn't you know Black Americans not wanting to be victims of racism is racism? Ori! I hate it here. Hi, Alex. It's really daunting to see people talking about things you made videos on years ago and they hated you for it. Everything's coming back around and people are acting different. Hi, Tori. Yeah, you're late, but it's good. It's all good. It's all good. We've been on our own this whole time and survived this far with scraps. We don't need allies. Yes, I remember when Black protesters were labeled terrorists. They need to stop. Allyship is corny to me. Yeah, I'm good, Miss Cardio Queen. Allyship shouldn't be contingent on anything. And if the first thing you do is turn around and say, see, this is why I don't support Black Lives Matter or Black business, Black people can't be trusted. Right? Like, that's not an ally. Like, people really want, though. I don't want somebody that's anti-Black deep down, that they think they're doing me a favor. You're not an ally. That's not even, what is an ally? That's why I literally said it in my video. Like, I don't even believe in allies. Like, that's just not even real. That's just not even real. Allyship is toxic as fuck. People really want participation ribbons. Exactly, Ori. I don't believe in allyship. I really don't. Random, this all reminds me of when Nigerians were like, we march for Black Lives Matter, so y'all need to make a post against SARS if you really support Black Lives Matter. I was like, huh? They have nothing to do with each other. Why start the conversation off like that? Yeah, like, it's too much. Allyship only goes one way in America, with Black Americans doing everything and getting nothing. Kakashi Cowboy, that's allyship. Black Americans work as slaves and get nothing in return. We're our white fucking masters also our fucking allies, because it seems motherfucking the same to me. And none of these things have been addressed. I hate this alternative universe timeline that we're in, to be honest. Hi, Diego. It's so weird. Some of y'all in the chat really need to go watch some of Saren's old videos. Like, yeah, if you haven't watched my old videos, I don't know, like, please go watch them. The bar of civility is really in hell when it comes to Black Americans. Hi, Jim. Last year scared the shit out of the ruling class. That's why they've activated the Asian buffer, said Brown Girl, Color Struck World. They really want us to be the world's mules when we are mistreated, hated, and stepped on. As Afro-pessimism says, we are the perpetual slave. A lot of you guys have recommended some books and stuff on Afro-pessimism to me, which I have not read any yet, but I do see you guys representing them and talking about it. Hi, Latafita. None of these things against Black Americans have been dealt with or resolved properly, yet Asians and lamestream media are yelling about Asian plight. Make it make sense. I cannot. I cannot. I was really wondering where was all this support when Dylan Roof lit up a black church. Right? Like, ooh, it's too much. Too much. It's illogical to consider Black Americans oppressed these days. They want this whole quote unquote Black Lives Matter thing to be over so bad. They want this shit to be over so bad. It's so funny though, because like the civil rights movement of the 1960s ended when number one, it ended when our leaders kept getting assassinated, but it also ended when we got, legislation. We got Voting Rights Act, we got, the end of Jim Crow, we got Brown v. Board of Education, we got immigration and naturalization laws that opened the floodgates for a lot of people to be able to come to this country. And so people sort of felt like that was the end. They want this like current iteration of civil rights or whatever to be over so bad that they just keep trying to skip to now we have to talk about Latinx, and now we have to talk about immigration, we have to talk about kids in cages, and we have to talk about Asians. They're trying to close the book, close the chapter on Black Lives Matter so bad. They're dying to be this anti-Black racism is not a problem anymore, even though we have not received a thing. We have not received not one thing. We have not received anything. Nothing. Do you guys realize this? It's been almost 10 years since Trayvon Martin got killed. We have not received not one thing. We have not received no laws, no legislature, no anti-Black racism laws, no violence laws. We haven't received no money. We have received nothing in almost 10 years. We've received nothing. They're trying to turn the page so bad. And I'm not about to let them turn that page. A lot of us are like, nah. Anti-Blackness is old news. Exactly. And it's exactly, Bree. Anti-Blackness is old news and it's considered just how it is. Right. Anti-Blackness is the norm and the standard. It's fine. Everyone's trying to disrupt our movement. We literally have laid the foundation for their resistance and protest. It's very much disruptive. It's getting weird. Domino. Hint, the name of the live. It's getting weird. Yoko Ono has always been trifling. They need to speak up for themselves instead of asking, why do we get media coverage? Don't expect justice to just be handed to you. Hold your own nuts. When Obama was in office, it was post-racial, and all we got was a town hall. After the Dallas shooting of police officers to address both sides, it was crickets for Alton Sterling and Philando Castile, and it still is. Asians compared themselves not getting into Harvard to Jim Crow. I never forgot that. They're trying to push anti-Black racism to the side. The new thing will be anti-Asians. That's what will matter the most now. No one wants to talk about the social hierarchy and how they're higher than us. Small Cupid, I'm ready to go with you to another planet. Make room for me on a spaceship. I would like to leave. I'd like to leave. We're supposed to be everyone's help. We never got justice. We never even got the bare minimum of what we asked for. We just have attention and fake love. They definitely think we owe them. Olivia, have you seen my video on UBI, on Universal Basic Income? I feel like I addressed some of this stuff that you have in this comment about automation in there. I want to say it's called On UBI. If you look for it, it's in the on playlist. If it's not in there, I see your comment. I see your request. Oh, super chat, Desmond, thank you. I honestly do feel like I'm being gaslit. People are trying to ignore their anti-blackness while still trying to siphon off from the black community. People feel so entitled to black people, like we aren't whole humans with feelings and thoughts. Let's see. They don't know what to do because when black people were protesting, many Asians were also standing behind police and talking about property damage. You can't infantilize us and want us to be mammy for you at the same time. Don't work that way. Some of you guys have heard me say that black Americans are like big brother and we're also like the redheaded stepchild at the exact same time. Like we're the redheaded stepchild that motherfuckers hate. Everybody hates black Americans. Everyone, regardless of race, ethnicity, nationality, everyone hates black Americans. We are the redheaded stepchilds. Yet we are also big brother because people also look to black Americans for literally everything. Art, activism, academia, culture. I literally received an email that was something about some anti-Asian hate, and at the bottom of the email, who did they quote? Audre Lorde. Like, I was like, damn, y'all don't even have no Asian activists to quote. Y'all don't even have no Asian activists to quote. Like, we're a big brother. Motherfuckers look to black Americans for everything. Globally. We are big brother. Motherfuckers look to black Americans for everything. Yeah, at the same exact time, we are also the redheaded stepchilds. It's weird. Like, being a black American. It's getting weird. I mean, it's been weird. It's gonna remain weird. I have a whole BA gang playlist on how motherfucking weird it is. It's weird out here. It's weird out here for us. People don't get it. They don't understand. It's fucking weird. I'm just gonna say it. Everybody's fucking lazy and don't want to do the work. That's it. Bobby Brown was arrested. Exactly. Bobby Brown was arrested on stage for performing New Jack Swing, but here comes a non-black version of his music. It's accepted. It's exactly the same. And what's the problem? Anti-blackness. I don't know why Asians are asking us to do anything. The government is already making moves for them, and they haven't even really mobilized like us. My favorite movie is The Matrix. I've mentioned the phrase semantic leeching a bunch of times, Ori. I guess you missed it. I said I'm doing a video on this concept. Yes, black people were scared of what MLK was doing. The funny part is Asians as a whole, as a collective, are not anti-capitalist. They're not into destroying white supremacy or imperialism. These are the foundations of black radicalism, which would free all of us, including them. Yes, Richard Wright was very critical of Zora. Zora was gaslit from black academics who wanted white assimilation, full stop. Speak on it. Could we watch Gattaca for Beast Bake? Does it have any black people in it? I haven't seen Gattaca in a long time. No. I'm sorry, but why would someone think putting some dead kid on a shirt is cool? Always found that weird to me. Yeah, I'm going to do a full video on it. I think I'm going to write an essay on it too, Davey, this concept. All racism is not the same. Hi, Jada. Veneers do look like donkey teeth. Veneers look terrifying. Thug racists opted to change their name only after George Floyd's murder is exactly what we're talking about. I'm Gen Z and people are usually surprised when I tell them my age. Everyone says I'm mature. I hate my generation. Yes, Noir B&B. That's it. Keep making. Noir. It's like a black Airbnb site. Yes. Yes. There's also hotel, I think it's called All Homage, which I remember when that dude was like getting ready to launch that, and he's getting ready to open a new hotel, and we had some correspondence. He's a really cool person. I hope people really support that. The civil rights movement was started by college students, so lots of black people were scared because the young people were fire. And a lot of them were being led by Ella Baker, who was motherfucking tired. Who I did a Hidden Figures on. Hi, Remy. How are you? I'm doing all right. We talking about how it's getting weird. It's getting weird out here. Like, it's so ridiculous. All the Asians out here complaining about anti-Asian sentiment from over the past year when black Americans have been dealing with BS from everyone since the dawn of America. Yes, it's funny. That's why I'm saying, like, motherfuckers got a little taste of what it's like to be a nigger, and the whole world got to stop. The whole world got to stop. We're having House and Senate meetings. We're passing executive legislations. We're flying the flags at half-mast. We have to set up a 1-800 hotline. Like, the world has to stop, okay? Like, it's serious. But when somebody goes and shoot up a church and they spend 10 years killing some niggas, some black Americans, here go these niggas talking again. Why won't they shut the fuck up? A clear double standard. Because the problem is anti-blackness. And just like that fucking Asian-ass troll who y'all blocked was like, well, like, what do you guys want Asians to do? Some of you guys might also remember my old video on drug addiction rant, which is in the On channel, and it's also in, the On playlist, and it's also in a rant playlist, because that was the exact same thing people said in that video when I was like, and I'm going to do another video similar to that concept as well, because people keep saying this, like, well, what do you want people to do? What do you want people to do? We want it to be fair. We want it to be fair. It's clearly not fair. There's a clear double standard. A whole bunch of crackers get hooked on fucking opioids. The whole world has to stop. Pfizer has to go bankrupt. Now, opioid addiction and drug addiction is a mental health crisis. We got to be gentle with them. We can't lock them up. We got to give them clean needles. We got to put them in rehab. The drug facilities got to go bankrupt. They got to pay people out billions of dollars because of the addiction. But when niggas was on crack, oh, it was a war on drugs, 3 strikes, they're locking your ass up for motherfucking life. It's nonviolent drug offenders that's in jail right now for life, let alone the marijuana offenders where marijuana is basically legal now and they still not trying to let them niggas out. And then when I did my video on it, on drug addiction rant 5 years ago, please go look it up if you haven't watched it. I had people in the comments, well, what do you want? You want the fucking white people to be locked up? We know better now. No, I want it to be fair. So if you're not going to lock them crackers up, you need to let all them niggers out of prison now. It's not fair. The problem is anti-blackness. That's the fucking problem. That's why white drug addicts get rehab and black drug addicts go to jail. That's why Asians that get mass murdered get an executive order and the House and the Senate gotta meet and we got numbers for to report racism and all this shit. But when a bunch of niggas get killed in a church by a white kid that had a whole manifesto that he's killing us because we're fucking black, we don't get shit. It's not fair. It's a double standard because anti-blackness is the problem. Get the fuck out of my fucking face. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That's it. And then motherfuckers, what do you want? What do you want? I had a whole bunch of Peter Hernandez fans talk about something. Well, what do I want him to do? Well, what do you want him to do? You want him to quit making music? He got a fucking $175 million. He could single-handedly fund music programs in fucking Detroit. You love that that Motown music so much. You could single-handedly fund music programs in Detroit. You love that Chicago music so much, you could single-handedly fund music programs for fucking black kids, inner city black kids in Chicago. You love that New Jersey music so much, that New Jack Swing, you could single-handedly fund music programs for them fucking kids in New Jersey. You could fucking bail people out of jail. It's a whole lot you could motherfucking do. But people hate black people. So they throw their hands up in the air. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What are we supposed to do? You guys hate niggers. Like, just say it. Just say it. Peter Hernandez. Peter Peter Gene Hernandez, who's also known as Bruno fucking Mars, which is a black ass stage name that he picked on purpose. Just like Calvin Harris, whose real name is Adam Richard Wiles, who picked that stage name Calvin Harris deliberately because he was blacking it up, making house music. And he deliberately said, I picked that name because I thought people might not know that I was black, if I was black or white, and I wanted them to support me and think I was black. Get out of here. Thank you to everybody that just did super chat. Thank you. Gilded Sages, thank you. Thrifted Dad Hat, thank you. Ashley, thank you. Calvin Harris, that worked with Rihanna, white boy. His real name is fucking Adam Richard Wiles. You can literally Google it. He picked that name, Calvin Harris, and he just changed it too. He said he's not going to be going by Calvin Harris anymore. I think his name now was going to be Love Refrigerator or Love Regenerator or something like that. And he said the reason why he was changing his name after George Floyd was because he was getting negative backlash because he publicly admitted that he picked the name Calvin Harris because he was blacking it up. He publicly admitted this. Now, all of a sudden, now all of a sudden they realize that that's anti-black. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm an anti-black racist. I never knew that. Yes, Peter Gene Hernandez. They got Peter Gene Hernandez out here doing Lil Richard and Prince tributes. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. Hi, Absurd. I'm doing a follow-up video on quote-unquote, what do I want? Because people keep asking me, what do I want? I want shit to be fair. It doesn't seem that hard. It's only that hard because motherfuckers are anti-black. So the niggers seem like we're asking for too much. Get the fuck out of my face. Where was I in this chat? There's Remy. Like I said, it's getting weird. Our whole mainstream conversation around all this shit makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. It's literally nonsensical because nobody can just admit that the problem is anti-blackness. Period. The end. I think it's worth mentioning that most of the first wave Black Lives Matter organizers are either gone, dead, or missing. Most of the current organizers are not from 2012, 2014. Yup. I don't believe in allies. I have a whole video called, somebody just said, how do I feel about allies? Like, I don't believe in allies. I don't believe in allies. I don't believe in people that come to me doing their homework. It's ironic that you asked me this. How do I feel about people that come to me but don't do their homework? My previous video before this was literally on this topic. This is not new, so you should go watch it. We got right, exactly. After 10 years of Black Lives Matter, we got voter ID laws and stand your ground laws. Right. We got laws that made it harder for niggas. It's getting weird, you guys. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. It's getting really weird. It's getting really weird, you guys. Hi, Bree. They're really trying to skip steps. It doesn't work like that. These folks definitely are putting the modern civil rights era portion of current history on speed. We got to be the oppression patrol for everyone. We are tired. The DOJ just keeps making reports about how racist the police and how the infrastructure is racist. That's all we got, reports and hashtags. That's all Black Americans have got. Like, what the fuck is that gonna do? Avant-Garde said, hit them up if anybody's looking for roommates in NYC. Avant-Garde. I'd like to leave, please. One-way ticket to Mars, please. Real talk, Black Americans just want to be left the fuck alone, and that's that one. That Gilded Sages, super chat. Keep being strong. Identity politics are about to implode. Thank you. And again, for anybody that hasn't seen my videos that I've done on like identity politics and these like fake activists, I have videos on that. On for-profit activism, please watch. When is the woke wave gonna crash? Please watch. On faux rebranding, please watch. The duality of it all. Black Americans are the blueprint. Exactly, Thrifted Dad Hat. Double consciousness. Which is why I said that, like, we've been talking about this type of stuff since before I was even born. Like, which is why even in my video, This Is Not New, I kept saying, like, it's not about me. Like, it's not even about, like, us right now. Like, this shit has been going on. And still. Thank you, Jasmine. Anti-blackness is the problem. A word. Hi, Popcorn. We are the blueprint and yet despised so much. Black Americans set the tone for the rest of the world. I'm always angry. Maybe that's why. That's why. Macroaggressions constantly about Black Americans and towards us. Like, it's getting fucking weird. Thing is, we didn't even ask for this role. We simply show compassion. We advocate for ourselves, and this is the position we've got. But when we don't want to help everybody, we're racist. It's very weird. People resent us and want to be us. They call us lazy and also want us to do their work for them for free. I'm tired. Hi, Absurd. Hi, Really Bean. There's nobody. I was like, I don't think there's anybody Black in Gattaca. Y'all want to watch Gattaca? Bye, London Calling. I mean, I haven't watched Gattaca in a long time. But if you guys really want to, that could be maybe one of the ones that we watch, even though there's no Black people in it. Last time I saw Gattaca, I was in my stoner phase. I remember nothing of that film. It's a really good film. It's great. Ella Baker is amazing. We need to talk about her more. We really do. Hi, Connie. It's a triple standard at this point, Jim. It's too much. Kyrie, Asian Americans, world stop. Black Americans, carry on. I did a Hidden Figures on Ella Baker. If any of you guys haven't seen it, please check it out. There's tons of really good links and information in the description box. Absolutely. I got an email from my university about Asian hate, and right in the middle was a big fat MLK quote. I was so confused. They're really trying to like deliberately muddy the waters and make it seem like we're all the same. No, we are suffering from anti-blackness, which Asians also perpetuate. They need to stop. Stop it right now. And restitution. Every fucking Black American that's in fucking jail right now for drugs needs to be retroactively released and receive restitution. Absolutely. Right. Like, I just want it to be fair. Keep the same energy for Black Americans that we keep for everyone else in this country, or keep Black Americans' name out your mouth. Don't bring us in it. Anti-blackness is the problem. That's the problem. Because it's what? Class? Anti-blackness. Raising Kratom Girl, you funny. They don't even want Black Americans to be a part of society. Yeah, Peter Hernandez. Oh, I see looks like somebody got blocked or something here. Kyrie, we preaching tonight. Yeah, and if you didn't know that about these stage names, look it up. It's true. Imitation crab meat black music. Yes, he owes money. Money, Nova. Pay what you owe. Talk about something. What can they do? Motherfuckers could do a lot. What are y'all talking about? It's called something. Love refrigerator, love regenerator, something. Because he was like, what? It's actually inappropriate for me to be going by Calvin Harris. Which I publicly said I picked because I didn't want people to know that I wasn't Black. What? So you publicly admitted to blackface? That's how fine it is. You guys realize that? That's how normalized it is. Calvin Harris, who's had one of the most successful songs of all time with We Found Love with Rihanna, who's one of the biggest artists of all time, publicly admitted that his real name is Adam Richard Wiles, and he picked the name Calvin Harris because he was doing Black house music and he didn't want people to know that he was not Black. He was literally blacking it up in blackface. Like digital blackface. It's so normalized and acceptable, anti-blackness, that he said that publicly and didn't get no backlash, nothing. People don't even know. And now he's going by Love. I think it's Love Regenerator, but I keep thinking Love Refrigerator. Because after George Floyd, he realized that he couldn't keep this name. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. Hi, Hitflix. So people are blackfacing their names. I'm not surprised. And it's the exact same with motherfucker's faith, Peter. People don't even know this dude's. How many of y'all was just like, who? Peter Hernandez. Like, they pick these names. All this shit is part of anti-blackness, which is so normalized that when a black person talks about anti-blackness, the black person gets made the problem. Meanwhile, we could talk about anti-Asian racism all day. It's weird. It's been weird. You're right. It's been weird. Black cosplay is $1 billion industry. It's beyond weird. Like, it's fucking weird. It's funny. Yeah, somebody said they wanted some shit that said shut up. Dude, I just want to be left alone. I'm calling that little bitch Peter Gene Hernandez from now on. Call his ass Gene. Hi, fam, Samity Sam. What do you want? I want it to be fair. But what do y'all black people want? Like, it's getting weird. It's getting too weird. It's getting too weird. It's getting too weird. It's getting too weird. It's getting weird. Yeah, nobody wants to have that conversation. Our board literally got into a kerfuffle over it because I said they were just blaming black Americans. Now they want our help. Anti-blackness is a problem is a word. Hi. We gotta save the kids quick. I did say I feel bad for Gen Z because like Gen Z's growing up is it's wild. It's wild. Like I wouldn't want to be a Gen Z. Like I wouldn't want to be growing up right now. It's too much. It's too much confusion. I love Lady in the Water. That's one of my favorite movies. I actually really like M. Night Shyamalan, and I think he's underrated. Hi, Prince. This is not an unpopular opinion. You must have just got here. Unpopular opinion. Other races are lazy because they want black Americans to do all the work. Unpopular opinion. Do you know where you are? 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 Don't get me started on the Grammys, letting Cardi pound her pussy and scissor Meg while performing WAP, but they still have Nicki banned to this day. Talking about something that's not fair. Oh, I see somebody got blocked. Same difference. I see somebody got blocked. The rebranding, weirdness all around. Love, please forget my old name. Exactly, like Love Refrigerator or whatever the fuck. Shut up. And that's a stupid ass name that he picked. Folks will end up regretting this more and more. We have to continue to make them feel uncomfortable. That's why you see me radio silent online about this. I refuse to even acknowledge what they're talking about. We have to keep foot on their necks. This is the same as Ariana singing at Aretha's funeral. It's been too much. It's been... Anti-blackness just keeps folding in on itself over and over again, and nobody wants to talk about it. Gene! I'm so tired of being followed around in stores and awkward looks. I was in the pharmacy today asking for needles. I have a prescription. They treated me like a drug addict. No, they treated you like a black drug addict. Because if you were a white person in there getting some methadone or something, they'd be like, oh my God, are you okay? Iris, are you okay? Do you need anything? Do you need me to call anybody for you? Are you on some list? Are you getting some help? I see you're in here getting methadone. I can give it to you for free. But when you a black person trying to get some aspirin... Look at this crack baby ass, crackhead ass, welfare ass, just coming in here to fucking get the drugs ass. Nah, we got the drugs locked up behind the counter. What else you need to get? Oh, you need to get some baby formula too. These drug addict ass niggas. Because the problem is fucking anti-blackness. That's the fucking problem. Damn, I'm trying to get some Tylenol. Fuck. Can't live. It's getting weird. getting weird. It's getting weird. Like how if someone speaks out against racism, somehow they themselves are racist for doing so. Like what? It's the gaslighting for me. We want our reparations. Again, please do not come to my live stream and ask about stuff that I have videos on. Like, I know that people totally, like, side note tangent. I know that people only look at, like, what the algorithm serves them. Like, the algorithm suggests a live stream, so you look at the live stream. Or the algorithm suggests, like, one video, so you look at one video, a video. Please look in the description box for other videos and essays and work that has been linked. Please look at my channel and look at the other videos that are there. Please look in the playlist. I use playlists. There is a must-watch playlist. There is an on playlist. There's a public service announcement playlist, Black Americans playlist, BA Gang playlist. Please don't just like come here and talk about stuff that I've done videos on. Like, because if I've done video, you know, if I've already done 5 videos on this topic over the last 6 years, and then you come in and you're like, you know, unpopular opinion, they want Black Americans to do everything. Like, know where you're at, please, please, please. I say that with love. I'm saying that in the nicest way possible. Please. Because I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Peter Jean did a Little Richard cosplay at the Grammys. I'm guessing that's his new era. I've done several videos on Peter Jean Hernandez, so don't ask me, like, what do you think of Silk Sonic? That's a stupid question. I know people be like, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Asking me, Seren, what do I think of Silk Sonic is a dumbass question. I know you're probably getting it, Kyrie, because I know you probably have to get a lot of medication right now. Like, it's real sick, disturbing. It's really annoying that Peter Hernandez would do a Little Richard tribute when non-Black people can perform Little Richard's music and benefit while Little Richard himself didn't. Exactly, which I've said in numerous videos now on this fucking fraud, including my most recent one, By Wig, which is sitting right there. And my one from 2016, 5 years ago, which is literally called, like, On Bruno Mars. Like, I've written about this dude. Like, I've spoken at length on this man. Like, even though, you know, some old dude fucking left a comment on my By Wig video that was like, well, the members of your generation stopped doing that kind of music. So how can you be mad at him for coming in and picking it up? And I was like, you're so fucking ignorant. I was like, you're really ignorant. Like, you really believe that, like, young Black artists are not doing funk music? Like, is it really crack? Like the internet and phony people. And, like, there's all types of people out here that's doing that type of music, but they literally cannot get shine. They literally cannot get the attention specifically because they are Black. And the problem, what's the problem, class? It's anti-Blackness. So Black artists doing the exact same thing cannot get put on while this non-Black person in cosplay can do it. That's literally like the definition of cultural appropriation. And you're really going to sit here and you're really going to be like, young Black artists aren't doing it? Like, you missed the whole point. You missed the whole point, which I said. And then he was like, your comment's like really disrespectful. My comment wasn't. I was like, yo, shut up. I have a whole video on that. Just motherfuckers think just because they say something nice and they don't use no curse words and stuff, that it's not disrespectful. I have a whole video on that. Just because you're nice doesn't mean you're fucking correct. I'm pretty sure that's what the video was literally called. PSA, just because you're nice doesn't mean you're correct. And just because somebody says something in a way you don't like doesn't mean they're wrong. Fuck you. Block. I was like, you old ass fucking coon. Shut the fuck up. With your old ass. I'm a 20-year-old Black woman. I have an existential crisis daily because of these racial mind games. Black Gen Zers were doomed from the start. They won't even give you painkillers in the hospital because Black people don't feel pain. Wide nose breathing up all the white man's air. What you need insulin for, Francesca? Needles? All these niggas about to go shoot up. They would have treated you with TLC if white, but you're black, so prepare to get followed in the 3rd-degree level of suspicion. Thank you, Owen. Please. I feel like Owen is really getting tired. Check Seren's YouTube channel before you come asking her to speak on things. Trying to get that aspirin, they give you that can you even feel pain look. It's even worse in the medical field. People forget this is an active community. We will check you if you're acting crazy in the comments. They're not used to it. Like, I have mods. I moderate comments. We have comment moderation here. You can't just come up in here and say whatever. I know that you guys are used to that type of thing across the board on YouTube, but this is not the place. We don't do that here. Like, we actually have a community here where we have conversations. Y'all just not going to come up in here saying anything, any old thing. It's the locking up the baby formula for me. Exactly, Senna. That's why I said, I was like, don't go in there trying to get some baby formula. Thank you, G-Pie. Super chat. It's a whole different ball game that we're playing as Gen Z, Black Americans. I blame TikTok. New people just come in and go with the flow. Read the room. Being a Black Gen Z right now is so awful. All these teens profiting on social media off Black Lives Matter and wokeness, but I remember being gaslit and bullied in high school for saying Black Lives Matter after the death of Mike Brown. Yeah, Rachel, I don't know if you've seen my video. This isn't new. You might want to check it out. It might be cathartic for you to watch because it's definitely disturbing and disorienting right now. It's a really weird time. Like, it's getting weird. Like, it's fucking weird out here. I work with oncologists and cancer patients. When Black people would call and ask for pain meds, the doctors would flat out deny them, but the white patients, no questions asked. Right. And then people will be like, well, what do you niggers want? So you want the doctors to deny the white patients too? That's what y'all want? What do you want? No, we want it to be fair. We want to get the same treatment. And the fact that your mind went immediately to like your mind didn't go to giving Black Americans what we need. You know, the same treatment and this and that. Your mind went to taking away from white people or other non-Black persons of color. Because you can't even fathom giving Black people what we deserve and what we're owed. Why? Because anti-Blackness. That's why. Like, it all comes back to capitalism and anti-Blackness. It all comes from full motherfucking circle. Sexism, you know, we're not going there right now. We're not going there right now. Thank you, super chat. Thank you, Chariot Man Gaming. Thank you, Michelson Joseph. Thank you. You're saying that in a Sagittarius way, nice as possible. Someone starts going in and I'd be yelling in my apartment like, yes, that's right. Please talk to him. Little Richard had to fight tooth and nail just to be recognized as the architect of rock and roll. Anti-Blackness is real. Peter Hernandez. It's the way y'all keep calling him by his government name for me. Like, just be yourself. Damn. Stay off the coke, kids. White millennials and Gen Z definitely have a white savior complex also. Hi, Frozen. Sim, because it's what class? Anti-Blackness. Owen, fam. Owen is tired. Owen is tired. You've done it all. There's low-key nothing left for Soren to talk about is literally how I feel nowadays. It's really crack. Mel, the internet, phony people, like, hello. And the fact that people don't know phony people is, like, really wild to me because they have a song with Megan Thee Stallion, who's, like, arguably, like, one of the biggest, hottest new artists. And they have a song with Megan Thee Stallion. And phony people is still not getting the push. They're still not even getting the 10th of the push of these non-Black fucking artists performing funk music and shit like that. So do not sit in my comment section on Al Green's internet talking about young Black people just don't want to do funk music. And like that's offensive. It's offensive to say, like, and then to be like, I didn't say anything offensive. I didn't say anything disrespectful. I'm not cursing at you. No, your sentiment is offensive. I don't care how nicely you dress it up. Like, I don't care how nicely you dress it up. Your sentiment is offensive. Like that old fucking Chappelle Show skit where he's like, you know, those of us in the neighborhood, you know, we don't have a problem with Black people here, but, you know, we were just wondering if you guys thought about moving somewhere that was, you know, a little bit better for you. Have you thought about going back to Africa? But we mean it in the nicest way. Like, just because you say something nice, quote unquote, your sentiment can still be offensive. People find that really hard to believe. Like, that's hard for people to grasp the concept, which is why I did a whole video on it. Just because I think it's actually called Just Because You're Polite or something like that doesn't make you right. Like, just because you're polite doesn't make you right. Brent Fayez does like 5 different genres. There are plenty of talented Black artists. Sat Gang, we're gonna be honest, and it's from a place of love. Don't feel offended. It's crack. It's John Cho dressed up as you know it's serving John Cho dressed up as Prince. Raise Your Creative Girl. You already know the vibes. You know the vibes. Peter Hernandez also steals from young Black artists as well. It's not just the old stuff. It's really sick. It's too much. They don't know these young artists exist because they don't respect Black culture enough to learn about it. And also because a lot of people only know what's presented to them in the mainstream. So they think if there were young Black artists doing it and doing it as well as this guy, they too would cross over into the mainstream. But since I'm not seeing them pushed in my fucking face all the time, played in the grocery store, played in the supermarket or the dentist or the juice bar or on the cruise line, that means that they're not doing it. It's like motherfuckers can't even grasp the concept of like those Black artists aren't even getting a chance. They're not even getting a tenth of that exposure because they're Black. Like, and it's because they're Black and they're doing Black music, but they're not doing what's considered stereotypical music nowadays. Like if you're Black, they want to put you in like the rap category, you know, urban contemporary, stuff like that. It's deliberate, but I don't want to say people are stupid. There's a disconnect. I'll put it that way. There's a disconnect. Thundercat, like Masego literally plays every instrument. Like, where's his Grammy invite? I did call him an old coon, but I couldn't write coon because you can't put that on YouTube anymore. That's a blacklisted word, so I called him an old raccoon. I know he know what I meant. I said it nice. I was like, you old raccoon. Just because you're nice and polite doesn't mean you're not being violent. Nice people getting cussed out today and every day, Kyrie. Every member of the internet should be... Wait. Every member of the internet makes a modern version of all the Black classics as solo artists. They should be way bigger. I will literally look for smaller artists online or on YouTube. They may not be famous, but they're younger people who do many different genres. SMH. Thundercat literally was nominated and I think won a Grammy for his funk album. Right, but he's still not as big again as Peter Hernandez. I wonder why. They're not playing Thundercat music in the juice bar and shit. Come on now. Funkin' Uncle Ruckus head ass. Your videos stir up good trouble, Seren. I think of myself as chaotic good. It be chaotic, but it's good for motherfuckers in the end. Mono Neon is another young Black funk artist. They should just go ahead and make a category for best Black cosplay. Man, if they made a category for best Black cosplay, everybody would be in there. Ariana's going in there. Peter's going in there. There's a lot of people there'd be nobody left in any other categories. People just eat whatever the mainstream music industry feeds them and it says nobody is doing anything else. The internet has created these little niche pockets. People don't know anything outside of their bubble. Yes, please watch, especially people that are new. Please watch. How do you expect a whole horde of people to even make this music when you can't make a living from it if you're Black? Last year, I went to the hospital for stomach pains. They actually tried sending my ass home, but I refused. They did tests and discovered I had to have my gallbladder removed, but they tried it. Medical apartheid, real thing. But again, these white people that's hooked on opioids and shit get coddled. Went to the dentist last year with a sore tooth. The Asian dentist was really rude and unfriendly and pressed down on the tooth about 10 times, asking if it hurt. I told him yes 10 times. Oh, thank you, Super Chat. Thank you. Hi, Danielle. How are you? Thank you so much. How are you? JB, when one of my best friends was pregnant, she had to change doctors because her doctor was this Asian woman. And she said that she felt like, she said that the Asian woman kept telling her she was gaining too much weight. And she was like, and my friend is, like, my best friend is really smart, just like me. And she was like looking up like her own like body mass index and like her own weight and stuff, like compared to how much she was gaining while she was pregnant, and like what is like the, I guess like the norm or the standard amount of weight. And she was like, I'm not gaining too much weight. Like I'm not overweight. And she felt like the Asian lady doctor was being racist towards her because she was like, number one, the Asian lady doctor was like very petite. She was like very small. And she said that she was just treating her like she was just like some fat black woman, you know? Like she really wanted to ask her, like, you know, you going home and eating fried chicken and watermelon every night, right? You're gonna get fat and have clogged arteries and your baby's gonna have high blood pressure. Like, stop eating, you fucking Aunt Jemima. Like, she said that, like, that was the whole vibe that she was getting from this Asian woman doctor. She had to switch doctors. I've told you guys before about when I was fucking poor as fuck, living in New York, jobless, had nowhere to stay. I was staying at a friend's house, literally staying at a friend's house, and I tried to get EBT, like I tried to get welfare, and the fucking welfare lady, Asian woman, was definitely racist, absolutely racist towards me, and did not fucking approve me. Asian. Why? Not because of no fucking white people, racism, but because of what? Anti-blackness. Stop it. And then people want to be like, well, white people are the ones that created it. Yeah, but motherfuckers perpetuate it real happily outside of white people. And white people could disappear tomorrow again, and they would continue to perpetuate anti-blackness and fucking colorism. So they need to cut it the fuck out. Asians perpetuate anti-blackness and colorism against each other, which is why you don't see no Southeast Asians anywhere. So they need to shut the hell up about what black people need to do for them. Y'all don't even like darker skinned members of your own fucking continent. Shut up. Leave me alone. And you definitely don't like no actual real niggas. Get the fuck out of my face. Hi, Kari. It's crazy how many resources are currently available in 2021, but folks stay asking the rest of us that were here from 2012 to 2015 what to do. We were able to stay informed with half the amount of resources. It's a lot of laziness, max data. It's a lot of performative shit going on too. The issue is anti-blackness, Tim. The issue is anti-blackness. When black people try to do something in music, they tell them they don't have the look. Everybody needs to stop. I love phony people. They even shot a video with Megan. It makes no sense. It's always anti-black o'clock. That's why the background of the clock is white. I hate you, Fam Samity Sam. I hate you so much. Hi, Casey. Yes, that's the skit. You know the skit. Hi, Lutho. Right, nice does not mean kind or kind-hearted. It's a microaggression, exactly, Owen. To say horrible things in a nice way. Please check out Thundercat. Can't recommend him enough. They were definitely polite when they gave us smallpox and blankets. I was screaming in high school after what happened with Trayvon Martin. Like, I would run too. He was being chased by a crazy racist with a gun. People kept saying, why did he run? I was gaslit, swear to God. Now everybody's woke. People learn the littlest bit of info and want to be the loudest ones in the room nowadays, said Max Theta. A lot of you guys talking about the internet and Thundercat. Meet Me at the Altar. It's another one. Black alternative rock band, Gen Z. Phony people are so underrated. Plenty of Black American artists, such as The Internet, Goldlink, Brent Faiyaz, etc. They don't get no shine. White music execs are controlling everything, and they say Black people aren't doing it. I said it nice. I said it nice. He knew what I meant, just like Lil Nas X. I said it nice, but he knew what I meant. It's just because they're not on the radio doesn't mean good black artists aren't out here grinding and hungry. Like, I was really offended. Like, I was really truly offended when he was like, Peter is succeeding because like your generation doesn't do this type of music. I was really like, record skip? Like, what? You old bitch? No. Then you try to say that I'm being disrespectful because I called your ass an old raccoon. Like, you're cooning. You're cooning, old man. Like, sorry. Like, you're fucking cooning. What you said is offensive. I don't give a fuck. What? Get out of here. Yeah, you can't say coon anymore. The comment will literally disappear. Yeah, there's definitely blacklisted terms on YouTube now. You used to be able to put anything on YouTube. You used to be able to you can't put curse words in the title anymore. You can't put, like, for example, the Bitch Better Have My Money video by Rihanna. I remember like in the thumbnail I had like a knife. I got like a notification from YouTube like I had to change the thumbnail. Can't, like, it's certain things you just can't do anymore after they passed that kid law. What the fuck was the name of it? I know you guys remember the name of it. Was that COPPA shit? But it's just certain things you can't do anymore. So, like, you can't put nigga, you can't put coon, you can't put any of that stuff anymore. You have to like figure out ways around it, because I won't even see the comment. It's not even like the comment. What used to happen was the comments used to get held in like a spam section and I could go through them and approve individually. YouTube got rid of that whole section. It doesn't even do that anymore. The comment will just disappear. So, which is funny too, because sometimes people be like, what happened to my comment? Why'd you delete my comment? I feel like, I didn't even see your comment. Did you use the N-word or something? Like, it's not going to be there. Yeah. Oh, and there's Danielle. Folks, they acting like you're lying in the hospital. BMI is racist and fat phobic as shit. Yeah, my friend had to literally switch doctors because she was just like, I don't like this. I don't know what you're talking about. What? I did not say Rihanna. I said Ariana. What? Block. Joke. You're a joke. And I know you're Gen Z. I know you're Gen Z. My gut tells me. Gen Z don't know how to listen either. They don't know how to listen. They'd be like, what did you say? They're hard of hearing for some reason. The disconnect is that anti-blackness. It's the water that we swim in. Yeah, I know what you mean, Christian. Finding a black doctor and therapist is so important, especially for giving birth. Do not be afraid to question them. You're paying them, not the other way around. Yeah, my friend switched doctors, and she asked me, like, did I feel like, I mean, I was probably not the right person to ask, because this was in 2016. I was already radicalized. She was like, do you feel like I'm doing too much? I was like, no! That Asian bitch is racist! You need to get a new doctor! You need to fucking file a report. I was going off, like, but now they want to talk about now here we are in 2021 and they want to talk about we all the same. It's getting weird, guys. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. BMI is wildly inapplicable to most people's biology. Thundercat is sorry, before I get to that, like, and my friend, like, she specifically said, she was like, this Asian woman is, like, very petite, and I feel like she's just calling me fat, like, a fat black woman all the time. Like, she's not listening to me, like, but people would be like, she's a woman of color. It's fine. Thundercat is a huge funk artist for the underground. I mean, he literally plays bass like Bootsy Collins. SMH, the old dude, was tripping. And I'm sure he never heard of Thundercat. East Asian women are obsessed with weight. They feed their female children the same way. Even the daughters are underweight. Bro, my BPM was 193. The doctor just said condescendingly to calm down. Didn't test me for anything. I was wildly offended. This happened less than a year ago. I was a preemie. I was a prematurely born baby because my mother had high blood pressure and preeclampsia that was never diagnosed until literally the day I was born. And the reason why I was born early, premature, is because my mother was feeling lightheaded and just, like, not feeling well, having a heart palpitation. So she just went to, like, a random doctor. Just, like, some random person. She just, like, found somebody that was like within the coverage because she just like wanted to go to the doctor really fast, and the doctor was like, oh, we're having this baby right now. And my mom was like, what? And they were like, yeah, we're having this baby right now. You can't leave. You can't get back in your car. I don't even know how you drove here, to be honest, because like any little jump scare or anything could have gave you a heart attack because your blood pressure is through the roof. You obviously have preeclampsia. I don't know how no one found this before now. Anybody you need to call them because we're about to put you to sleep. They didn't even want my mom to push. They said that it wasn't even safe for her to push. They were like, we're going to put you to sleep right now. We're going to cut this baby out. My mom was like, but she's not even due for another month. They were like, sorry, them's the breaks. We're doing it right now. And that's the story of how I came into this world. So, like, I'm not trying to hear nothing about nothing. Like, and that was a blessing. When I got a bone marrow biopsy a few weeks ago, the doctor was East Asian. It got racial. Then I was not handled with delicacy. The black nurse assisting apologized for him. Wow. I hope you made some type of notation of that, Kyrie. You need a paper trail. My friend is having kidney problems. Her doctor couldn't find a reason, so they just said, you should lose weight. Fat phobia. That's another assumption, that two people of the same size, one black, one white, they will assume the black person weighs more and has worse health. When my mom was pregnant with me, her doctor thought she was on drugs because she had a burger with seeds on it before going to her doctor's appointment. They crucified her. They didn't even ask. Get you a new dentist ASAP. The black child is also seen as older and scarier. Tamir Rice, it's anti-blackness from before we even come into this world. I'm not trying to hear nothing about nothing except anti-blackness. Now, people could do whatever they want with their own movement. If you're Asian and you want to fight for Asian rights, that's great. But you need to leave black people the fuck out of it. Until motherfuckers is ready to talk about this systemic anti-blackness. Keep it mute and cute. Keep it mute and cute on the niggas. You raggedy bitch, Davy Jones Locker. And whose fault is that? Who defunded the music programs out of the schools so black people don't know how to play any instruments? It's anti-blackness! It's a circle. They won't play the internet on the radio or put them on stages because the front woman, Sid, is a masculine presented lesbian. Hell, they're just catching on to Jasmine Sullivan, and she still is not getting everything she deserves while they prop up mediocre Adele. Anybody that's new, I have an old video on why I hate Adele. Like, I've had smoke for all type of artists, okay? I've been having smoke for these people. I don't fuck with these people. The video's called literally Why I Fucking Hate Adele. I've never liked Adele. Fuck Adele. And niggas love Adele. Niggas love Adele. You don't know how many arguments I've gotten into with people that I'm like, this white girl is not that great. Why don't y'all listen to Jasmine Sullivan? And then they literally said the same thing. The white girl makes good music. Give me a black artist that's making music like this. Please. Lions and Tigers and Bears is right there. Reality show is right there. Oh, I never heard of this. Where's she been at? She's not on the radio because she's black. Because the problem is anti-blackness. I'm tired. Hi, Sims 3. People really like to gaslight. Sometimes I feel like I'm going insane. It's so frustrating. They also act like Miguel doesn't exist. Yup. Exactly. Hi, Daya. Kappa. That was it, right? Zafuri? I thought so. Y'all put coon with emojis for the fucking O's. I've noticed that nowadays they're blocking comments with profanity. I've had multiple comments deleted. Yeah, you can't even put like hell, shit, fuck, damn. You can't put that type of stuff anymore. You have to adjust it. That's why comments stay getting deleted. My own comments get erased sometimes. Very frustrating. That's why I always put raccoon. Miguel is versatile as hell. Oh, I see somebody got blocked. Not y'all finding a workaround. It's because we're living in a system of anti-blackness and white supremacy. I had an Indian doctor who told me my legs are in pain because I don't use them. Ma'am, I work on my feet. Definitely try to call you a lazy nigger. Fam Samity Sam. Gen Z do be... Joe said we do be low-key deaf. Gen Z stays with the AirPods in at 100. They be like, what? Kaylin, y'all really be asking dumb questions. I'm saying regulars on my channel and regulars in the live stream, y'all know. Like, I pointed it out. I have some in my hair. I pointed it out enough times that now y'all be like, okay, that's enough. It's a time loop. Love me some Miguel. Y'all know I love Miguel. Y'all know I stand some Miguel. Every other word out of my mouth is, huh? I was told that I was obese at 5'2" and 130 pounds. I can agree, as a Gen Z, we don't listen. Obese? No, honey, I just have ass. Wow, that's a crazy story, Seren. Yup, that's the story of my birth. That is a story of my birth. That makes so much sense, and so many Black people are under the care of Asian doctors. That's insane. So scary. Glad that doctor actually did their job. Yep. I mean, and I was still a huge baby, and I'm now a large adult, but, you know, it's scary. Like, people do not listen. Like, anti-Blackness is a huge problem. Huge problem. Like, Black maternity death rates are a huge problem. Black infant death rates are a huge problem for this exact reason when we're talking about anti-Blackness. And you can go to a fucking Asian doctor and it will be exactly the same as if you went to a white doctor. They will perpetuate anti-Blackness. So it's really gaslighting and shitty for these people to act like anti-Blackness is not an issue and that's not the problem. Like, oh, the issue is just racism and us being subjugated under white people. You're a fucking liar, and you know you're lying. They know they're lying. You know your fucking Grammy and Pop do not like niggers. And if you brought one home, it'd be a problem. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Your mom is a soldier. I'm glad she got treated with care. And it was totally random. She just, like, went to a random ass doctor that was just like, bro, your blood pressure is through the roof. This. It was like that white guy blinking meme. The doctor was like, whoa, we're having this baby. We're having this baby. Preeclampsia, poor baby. Y'all please be careful out there. You have to be your own advocate. The mortality rate for Black women giving birth is scary as fuck. Yeah. And I was like 21 inches long. I was like 21 inches long when I was born. You know, I was almost a 10-pound baby. So, like, luckily, very luckily, I was a big baby and I was already, like, mostly developed. But I was a preemie, literally for that reason. Nobody caught that my mother had preeclampsia and, like, through the roof blood pressure until this one random doctor. Because my mom just so happened to go and be like, I don't feel good. Like, I feel woozy. I don't know what's up. And the doctor was like, whoa, I can't believe you drove here. We have to have this baby right now. That's so violent. Shout out to your mom. Happy you made it here. Chaotic good origin story. It's a nice way of thinking about it, Mo. Bye, Mel. Imagine not being born a SAG, the ghetto. Woo, I just made it because they was trying to put me in Capricorn, child. No hate to the Capricorns, but I slid on in December. I was like, hold up. I got to be born in the right month. They stay telling Black people to wait. Seren was like, nah, I'm getting out the womb now. These doctors ain't doing right by me or my mom. I was in the womb, like, anti-Blackness. Get me out of here. Yeah, I would have been a Capricorn, exactly, Liz. Seren would have been a Capricorn. You were a C-section SAG. I was like, anti-Blackness, get me out of here. Radicalized at 30 weeks. Exactly, Bree. That part, before we even come into the world. Gen Z might have hearing loss because we're wearing too many ear pods. C-section, Sag Club. There's a video for that. Years back, never like Adele either. Can't stand Adele. This one male Asian doctor said I just wasn't trying hard enough to walk again. Turns out I had developed fibromyalgia after doctors mishandled some broken bones in my foot as a sprain. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Sandra. I remember that Adele video. Seren, after this chat, I'm going to be hearing your voice randomly shouting it's anti-Blackness at random times. It's anti-Blackness! Seriously, it is, though. Jasmine is leaps and bounds better and has more talent than Adele could ever have. Reality show was such a great project. She's so creative. They should know about Jasmine. The Black cosplayers in music have been able to overshadow our next singers. I totally agree. And you guys know we've also talked about this a lot, like who are going to be the next great, you know, Black American artists and singers and superstars, like who's the next Beyonce, who's the next Rihanna, the next this, the next that. But instead we've gotten Ariana Grande. We've gotten Billie Eilish. The Black cosplayers in music have been able to overshadow our next singers and superstars. True. And when I go back and listen to the old singers like Nippy, I realize just how much of our music has been stolen by them. You are absolutely right. 100%. You are correct. Facts. I've heard so many people say they've never heard of Jasmine Sullivan. It's literally just anti-Blackness. Ari Lennox is also extremely talented in that lane. It's too many Black artists making ballads for people to say they don't know. Y'all know I do love. You know I do. You know I do. Bye, Sim. When I get to the bottom, I'm going to end as well. No white person or non-Black POC knows Jasmine Sullivan, yet everybody and their mom knows Adele. Her music is not that good. They didn't listen to Serena. I was in high school when I said this exact same thing about Adele. Some girl cussed me out. My neurosurgeon, last name Lou, loves to tell me that my chronic migraines have nothing to do with my tumor that he said wasn't going to come back, but it did. Oh, God. Kendrick, are you okay? They need to stop lying. They need to stop lying. But Adele and them are allowed to be forlorn and love-stricken, not Black people. I was almost 10 pounds too. You were a long baby. I was a huge baby. I was a big baby. I've never understood how they change YouTube for kids, yet they have a whole YouTube app for kids and a music app. It makes no sense. Yeah, I was almost 2 feet long. My foot was like this big. My foot didn't even fit in the little baby shoes they try to give you. They had to like go to the store and buy me some shoes, little toddler shoes. You were born grown. Seren. I was born a month early, yeah. That's the gag with non-Black POCs. They be lying through their teeth about them and their families hating Black people. They be lying. And it's just like, and like the lie is what makes it worse. Like if you really wanted to talk about anti-Asian sentiment, which is your right to do as an Asian person, like again, like don't bring up Black people and be like, what can Black people do? Unless you're also going to be like, unless you're going to start that sentence with, we know that historically Asians have wielded systemic and infrastructural racist power against Black people, and that anti-Blackness is a huge issue in our communities that we are committing to solving and resolving. Then maybe if you started there, I would listen and give a fuck. But I don't. And you didn't. I barely even use the word racism anymore. I always say anti-Blackness because I feel like you have to call a thing a thing. I totally agree, Jim. Totally agree. Totally agree. Yes, my mom, when my mom was telling me the story, Chris, she said that's how the doctor literally was. The doctor was like, you drove here? Like, sweat off the... My mom was like, yeah. The doctor was like, no, really, seriously, you drove here? My mom was like, yeah. The doctor was like, oh, no. Call whoever you need to call. We're putting you to sleep. I don't even want you to be awake anymore. Because, like, he said that, like, any little thing, any little jump, any little stressor, any little surprise, and my mom could have had a heart attack. That, like, that's how, like, it was through the roof. I'm glad I made it too, Tony. I'm glad I made it. Seren was knocking on the womb like, let me out. Sagsby went out early. Chill with the Cap slander. You and your mom would have been matching signs. Yeah, it would have been too much Capricorn energy in that household. Too much. I'm a preemie baby too. I was supposed to be born on January 1st. I said, I'm not finna be born on New Year's. Hi, Mr. Goldstein. I'm a Sag too, so I know your research is thorough. Team Sag. Seren screaming anti-Blackness is my new ringtone. I hate y'all. I hate you guys so much. I I was just thinking about that. I hate all this also because it's not pushing art forward. Big facts. I hate it all. It's really sad how they're trying to remove Black people from Black music, and we're not getting any more stars. Still thinking about the Janet Jackson band, Super Bowl ban, and the anti-Blackness of it all. Right. Meanwhile, the cosplaying white man was allowed to go on and have a career while the Black woman got punished. Why? You know why. You know motherfucking why. You know why. I'm 5'11", 6 feet on a good day. Domino. I'm still a big human being. I wear a men's 9.5, a woman's 11. So I'm still a large person. I'm way over average for women in the United States. Yes, literally. Like, I don't want you to be awake anymore. You being awake is too stressful. Yeah. Sagittarius gang. Anti-Black. You know why? Anti-Blackness. Anti-Blackness. All right. I think I'm getting to the bottom here. That's crazy. Seren, glad you made it. I'm glad I made it too. World without Seren. I don't want it. Yeah, it was I guess it was touch and go there for a while. But I made it. Made it here. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the anti-Blackness starts from before we're even born. People really have to grasp this concept. Like, it's not people of color, it's not women of color, it's Black women, it's Black babies that are not making it. Like, it's anti-Blackness from before we even arrive. I need people to just call a spade and, like, acknowledge, like, or just leave us alone, leave us out of it. We don't even need to be involved. Marcy, yes, you are tall. Hi, Salam. No, I'm like 5'11", 6 feet on a good day. I'm tall. I'm very tall. I wear a men's 9.5, which is a woman's 11. I have a huge foot. I'm tall. I'm a large person. I even came in this world as a large baby. So, bye, Davy. I got big feet too, Seren. We gonna be all right. All right, I just got to the bottom. Yes. Moisturize and get some rest. Seren the Stallion. Tall Girls Unite. I love that interview that Megan gave when she was like the first time someone ever called her a stallion. And she was like, what does that mean? And she said her uncle was like, it just means you tall and fine. And she was like, I am that. I was like, yes, Megan. Let them know. I am that. You know. All right. That's the end. I will see you guys on Sunday. I'm going to try and get this video up on This Is What It Is, Anti-Blackness. Hopefully I can get it to upload properly. But if I have to wait until my new computer comes, then I will. I'm going to be watching Snyder Cut tomorrow. So look for a review on that. And I'll see you guys for the live stream on Sunday. Peace. Bye. Thank you for everyone that did Super Chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Bye, guys.